streaming arena mode. You can see from here all the pieces. Today I have Sam Lewis, who is our announcer for the last two games on the live stream, and then my siblings, Matt Kessler and Sophia Kessler, joining us.
Hello.
In times of Corona, we've been within a bubble, so it works out. My wife is currently, Whitney, is handling the chat, so if you have any questions, chat, please feel free to ask, and she will relay those questions to us. I'm going to quickly share this feed to our Kickstarter backers as soon as it shows up live on YouTube. There we go. It's on Twitch now, and it's slowly on YouTube one day. And basically, kind of what's happening here is this is the premiere of the two-player team 2v2 version of the arena mode. No, it's automatically recording to YouTube. We're fine. Okay. So this is the two-player per team mode, 2v2 arena mode. And what arena mode is normally Battle Bosses, if you see the other videos, it's 1v1 gameplay where each player is just trying to do total damage to another boss to defeat them. In arena mode, it's players respond. So right now, if I do enough damage to destroy Sophia's character, Fae Empress, she would respawn back in her base, do 3 damage to their actual base, and the purpose is actually to defeat the bases. So instead of trying to defeat each other, we're trying to do enough damage to defeat the base. And there's a bunch of different rules in normal battle bosses that we'll go through very quickly, partially because at least I believe I'm the only person who has played this mode before.
Yep.
And YouTube is not going live, which is...
YouTube?
Oh, there it is. Okay, it's live. It's live. We got 3 people watching. We're sharing it.
Sweet.
We're copying the link. We're going to post it to the Kickstarter.
And so we've got 4 bosses that we're playing today. 3 of them we've already played on the last couple of streams that we've done. The one that we haven't played on our previous Gen Con streams is the one that I'm playing, which is Mechabot. He's also kind of similar to Alana Fae Empress, has some themes around denying movement abilities of his enemies, and then he's got a lot of like ranged effects, and in particular sacrificing his drones for utility. So hopefully we'll get to see some cool gameplay out of him as his little debut on the live stream.
And then, of course, as I type this, there's just like infinite typos of this post I'm posting at the worst possible time, so bear with me. Cool. Preview. Publish. I'm just doing it. I don't care. Published. Please don't hate me, Kickstarter backers. If there's any typos. All right, so for those who are just tuning in and a brief update, the way Battle Bosses works is each player is controlling a boss, and that boss comes with 8 minions, a deck of power-ups, 2 starting ability panels, and the dice you need to generate resources. On every turn, our team is going to roll our dice, generating the resources needed to be able to play our cards, activate our abilities, and move around the map. Then we're going to work towards, as a team, to defeat their base before they can defeat our base. As that goes on, there's a few different things that are happening in this than a regular game of Battle Bosses. The first one is Fog of War. So you can see there are, I believe, 7 different zones, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, that if you are in a zone, you can only use your abilities or effects to affect people in a zone adjacent to yours. So if I, Nightmare, am in the Void, which is the center zone, I can only affect
Cool zone.
The cool zone or the hot zone. If I'm in the cool zone, I can only affect the blue spawn area or the Void. So wherever you are, you can't go. So I can't just stand in the back of my base and just fire lobs of damage over towards their base. So I have to get up close and personal to be able to do the damage. Another rule is bosses cannot enter bases. So I can't personally go into this space and do damage to it. I have to do damage from it from afar, either by generating minions or using special abilities to attack that base here. So base bosses that can do damage to an adjacent space are pretty benefited there in that way as well, like Mechabot or Captain Boat. Other differences is that there are 2 neutral camp spaces in the board. These are these 2 piles right here. On these spaces, eventually when one of us is able to reach it, we'll flip over that tile and they'll show, I'll do a random one in the middle, a neutral monster. And if we defeat that neutral monster, we get a reward. Some of those neutral monsters unlock pets that we get to control, and some of them are just one-time effects, like this Crystal Gator, that get you a single benefit immediately upon defeating them. And they have health and other stuff that we'll work through as we play, and there's a bunch of other intricate stuff that we can go through that we don't need to kind of explain. Yeah, I think those are the really main 3 differences between this and regular Battle Bosses. Do you guys have any questions?
No.
Okay, cool. All right, so to get started, we need to figure out who goes first. What I would recommend is just giving this token and this token. I'm going to put it under the table. Reveal my hands. If you pick a shadow token, you go first. Your team goes first. You don't get to keep my thing. All right, so the way the game starts is you'll both roll 3 dice. And this is something that's really up to people playing if they want to have their turns go all at once or to take turns within their team's turn. I recommend for this stream, so people can keep an eye on what's going on and pay attention, that you guys take turns within your turn going. But you can talk about what you're going to do and plan your next steps.
All right, let's get opening hands because those don't exist yet.
Yeah,
so
so
we'll
everyone
shuffle
shuffle your decks and draw 5.
Alex, when are the anticipated copies of
Battle Bosses
shipping?
So if you're a Kickstarter backer, the copies will be being delivered between October and early November. The plan is for them to land in our warehouse in October, and it just takes time for that to get to people, but the plan is October. And then if you're pre-ordering right now, all of Battle Bosses without the Kickstarter exclusives are available for pre-order at kess.co/shop. You can, which you might want to put a link in to the chat when you get a chance, producer. Those will be shipped as soon as Kickstarter backers are fulfilled. So they'll be shipped out after Kickstarter backers, aiming before Thanksgiving, so in November.
Okay. Now do we roll?
Yes.
So I roll first, or you roll first?
We're only gonna roll 3 on this turn.
Correct.
Okay. 3
Yeah.
white.
Yes.
Yeah.
The green only gets rolled after you unlock them. Going first, you roll.
And do
3.
I roll in the middle?
Just anywhere
Sure.
you won't knock pieces over. All right, so you get
Ooh,
4 energy and 1 crystal.
Is good, right?
Yeah, in the early game, a lot of the time, the resource that we're going to be most constrained on is crystal, because
Right.
that'll be how we develop upgrades that carry into the late game.
Okay.
But in the worst case, 4 energy means that you're able to make 2 minions.
2 minions. So I get 1 crystal.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Perfect. And so now let's take a peek at your hand and see
Okay.
what options we got going on.
Okay. So
This
do I
one's
just
just
put it
like
down?
the-
Or
We can
Okay.
keep it a secret.
Okay.
We don't need
I can
Alex and
literally
Matt
just-
to know what we're doing.
All right.
the camera.
So I have this
I
one,
think-
which is 1 crystal.
For now, I think we just want to hang on to that crystal,
Okay.
because we aren't able to do anything productive with that because they're too far away.
Okay.
So the crystal doesn't go away at the end of turn. The
Okay.
energy does. So we want to
These?
spend exactly, yeah. So we want to spend all of the energy. I think your
Okay.
turn is probably just make 2 minions and then wait.
Okay. I would be so down to make 2 minions. So
Sick.
I take 2 of these little things.
Yep.
And where
Put
do I
'em
put them?
In Alana's space.
In my hood.
Aw,
Okay.
yeah.
And
Sweet. And then we put the 4 energy back into
back
the
in here.
energy.
Yeah, so for people that are just watching Battle Bosses for the first time, there are 2 resources in Battle Bosses, crystals and energy. Energy dissipates at the end of every turn, so you have to use it that turn to be able to activate abilities, but crystals you can save from turn to turn and are used to play cards.
Sweet. All right. Let's see if I get hopefully a bit more crystal. Well, I get 3 crystal and nothing else. All right. So that means I'm not going to be able to make minions, but if I have upgrades that I can play, then I can go ahead and make those. So these are the 2 options that I have. This
Okay.
is going to be good, but not until I actually have minions to make use of it. So I think
Okay.
I just want to do this one. That way we kind of
Okay.
amass an army and we're ready
Okay,
to
make 3
start
drones.
going. Yeah.
Which
So-
one are you playing?
I'm gonna play Assemble. It's 3 crystal, and I make 3 drones in Mechabot's space. And so later I'll be able to do things like sacrifice these to have powerful effects, or just use them like normal minions in combat, if that's what's fitting for me.
Okay.
And so then we'll go to the end of our turn, and I'll draw back up to
Do
5
I draw
cards.
another card as well?
You didn't
Oh,
play
I-
this card,
yeah,
so
I
yeah.
didn't play a card.
Yeah,
Okay.
exactly.
All right, you guys
Now
are
it's-
done?
Yeah, it's your go.
All right, so moving over here. So now that we are on turn 2,
I'm trying to
hopefully that camera is aimed correctly. So now this is regular game. We'll be rolling with 4 dice.
Okay.
So just the first player goes first, rolls 3 dice.
Got it.
All right, so I rolled 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 energy.
Dang.
2, 3, 4, 5. Plus 2 crystals, and then I got an overload, so I get to roll this dice again and get 2 more energy. Sweet. Okay. So I am going. What do I have? All right, so I am going to actually move towards the jungle. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. So that's 4 energy. I'm going to then make, so then that reveals what the neutral monster in that space is. So that's a Shadow Hound. An opponent of your choice can't spend energy on their next turn. So one thing to note on neutral camps affect the board regardless of Fog of War. So if you're not within 2 spaces of me, they still affect you.
Mm-hmm.
And then I will make 1 shadow minion on this space as well. And I can't play any of these cards. So then, yeah, your turn. All right, so you get 4 energy and 3 crystals,
And is that an overload?
and yeah, you get 1 overload. So you,
3 crystals?
yeah,
What's an overload?
It just means you get to roll the die again. It's the
Oh.
one that has the die symbol. So that
Okay.
means you get an energy and you get to
And you
reroll.
get to reroll. Okay. And you get to reroll all of them or
Just that
one?
one.
Oh.
I got like 14 energy on rerolls.
yeah.
Oh.
Overload can like chain if you're very lucky. Whitney was very lucky and murdered me.
You did?
Oh yeah.
Oh, I am currently
I wanna murder
have
you.
not been defeated. I have not been. What's the opposite of
Victorious.
undefeated? What's the opposite of undefeated?
Defeated.
Feels singular. Okay, so you have 4 crystals. So early game, you want to play upgrades as much as you possibly can. So
Right.
stuff like Transcendence, which will like ramp you, making your things cost 1 less energy from
Right.
now on. Or the Storm. Right now, the Storm is probably a little bit better for once we get closer to each other. So
Right.
between these 2, I would play
Play this one.
Transcendence. Yeah.
Yeah, cool. So I'm gonna play this.
Cool.
And then, oh, yeah.
Also, you can see on the board, you can see different little kind of notes to help you know how the rules work. So for instance, arena mode special rules, or in the corner, you have order of damage. So if you do damage to a space and a minion, a pet, a boss, and a neutral monster are all in that space, it goes damage to minions first, damage to pets then to bosses, then to neutral monsters. So you have to defeat me as a boss before you can start attacking this neutral monster that's underneath me, and vice versa.
Yep.
Should I?
Go to the other one, yeah?
Yeah.
Let's-
Alright,
let's-
yeah, I'm gonna do that.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Or,
Oh boy.
We got a Sky Whale.
Sky whale. No.
Actively my favorite neutral monster.
Bye.
So there are 2 types of neutral monsters. The first one are monsters, just straight up monsters, and then these will just, as soon as you defeat them, you get that effect. So for instance, with Shadow Hound, I can choose one of you to not be able to spend energy on your next turn, kind of making it hard for you to do your next turn. The other type are pets, and when you defeat a pet, you actually get a pet that you can control. So in the case of Sky Whale, you get a Sky Whale, which looks like this. And then an actual piece of a Sky Whale gets put on the map. And you can control this, and it acts as like a third character for your team.
Okay.
And that one's like a bus. It lets them move all of their units by only spending 1 energy for all of them. So it lets them be really energy efficient. Yeah.
Okay.
And
Yeah.
it's like a giant, gorgeous whale in the sky,
Okay, so
made
it'll
out
be
of
my
clouds.
turn.
Yes.
So you guys will go to the end,
Damage,
right?
yeah.
Yep.
So we each do 1 damage to the neutral monster, and then the neutral monster does 1 damage back to us. So where's the damage controls? These
Yeah.
are a little closer to me because I can be the person controlling them. So they take a damage, or they take 2 damage,
Yeah, because they'll kill the minions there.
and then we each take 1 damage. So the way neutral monsters work as far as attacking goes is every turn they do damage to all units in their space. So even if on their turn, if we're still in this space, we'll take another damage. So we take 2 damage between the times it takes for them to do stuff to us. And we're done. It is your turn.
All right.
Okay.
So,
So
draw
do I
back up
roll
to 5.
3?
We roll 4
Draw
this
back to
time.
5.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is that because it's not the first round?
Exactly.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, that way the team that goes first doesn't have super advantages.
Okay.
Kind of limits how much of an advantage going first is.
2 crystal and 4 energy.
Okay, sweet. Not as good as they got, but better than our first turn. Yeah.
So we want more crystal.
Early game crystals are more important. Late game energy is more important.
I see.
But energy lets you make minions at a base move, so it's always good.
So I could do
I know.
effect.
I think we probably want to develop. I'm liking one of these two. I think
Okay.
I'm leaning towards this one because what it's
Okay.
going to do is it lets us start engaging with your minions, and then regardless of what happens with them, we're able to get some advantage. Because making the forest tokens is going to limit their movement options,
Okay.
and because they're both being pretty aggressive and going for the camps right away,
Okay.
and so I think we kind of want to avoid them just getting strong advantages from the camps and then immediately engaging with us. So I
Okay.
think I like that one.
Okay. So I'm gonna use this one. I'm
Okay.
upgrading.
So it's
and
ensnaring
it's
roots.
Ensnaring roots.
Just read out loud so we know what it does.
Okay. Whenever a fairy dies, you may place a forest token on its space.
Okay.
Is it supposed to say space?
No.
Okay. Okay, so what do I do?
It'll just sit and play over here.
Oh, okay.
That way we can make sure that we keep track of it.
Okay.
And then you've got 4 more energy, so we could make.
Oh, I want more minions.
Yeah, I dig making more minions.
Okay.
We'll just have a.
You can also
cute
attack
little
with your
army.
minions if you want that exist
It's
already.
True. It's true.
But could I make more minions and attack?
You
Or
can.
not all in the same
It
turn?
just depends how much energy you have.
We've got 4, so if she makes another minion, she can only move
2
2
spaces.
spaces.
Yeah.
So we wouldn't be able to attack. It'd take all of your energy to attack, and we'd have both of these die. They deal 2
Okay,
damage
so let's
to
make more
Cthulhu.
minions.
Yeah,
I
I like
that.
I like amassing an army.
Me too. Okay.
Sick.
So I just made 2 more minions.
Awesome. And then we'll go to me.
Better.
Yeah. All right, so that's
Okay.
2 energy, 3, 4, 5 crystal.
hmm
Okay.
Cool.
So something to know about each of your bosses as you play. So especially Sophia, since Sam is taking his part of your turn. You're a very movement-based boss. So your cantrip move, which is your second ability, which is on the right of your boss card, which has like discard a card above it, lets you teleport bosses to any space with a forest token. This
Okay.
move right here.
Makes me teleport.
You can teleport your teammates to different places on the map wherever you have a forest token. So
Okay.
you want to put forest tokens in different places so that you can then move your teammates to those spaces.
Whatever, dude. 100 said make them minions.
Aw, yeah.
We did make the minions, whatever, dude.
100.
100.
Whatever, dude, 100.
Love it. So I'm gonna go ahead and spend all
I've been sharing this.
5 crystal and make a rocket launcher.
Okay.
So this is an upgrade that lets me spend 4 energy to deal 1 damage to each unit in a space 2 or more spaces away from Mechabot.
Mm-hmm.
So that's really significant because it makes it so that while they're in these neutral camps and they're playing minions in them, I'm able to threaten the camps, the bosses, and the minions.
Kind of.
Right?
No, so the minions will never survive to your turn.
Yeah, that's
Okay.
true. Well, until you kill it. Like, this is only
yeah,
one
yeah,
away
yeah,
from
yeah,
dead.
yeah.
So
And
if you
then
kill it next turn
in the
and
next
have
turn.
minions left over.
Correct.
Yeah. And then I'm just going to spend the 2 energy making 1 more drone.
Perfect.
BDK 1988 said,
Oh.
I love minions.
For those who don't know, BDK 1988 is our collective
father.
father. Well, except for Sam. Well, I did this.
Surprise.
Yep. Hi,
All right.
Dad.
So then we'll go to the end of our turn.
Okay.
We will each draw one,
And then we each take
and
a
you'll
damage.
each take a damage. Yeah.
Hi, Dad.
All right, so we now roll for the turn. We can also.
Oh! Guess who whatever dude 100 is?
Who?
Daniel.
Yes.
I texted him the link. He's texting me right now.
All right, so I get two crystals,
I
3
should've known
energy,
that.
or
Like,
4
that was
energy.
his first screen name in like middle school.
And then I re-roll this die to get 2 more crystals. Thank God. All right, cool.
Dang, y'all are popping off.
I am going to play. All right, so I am going to make 1 more minion on my space. And then I am going to move my boss into your area.
Okay.
And then I'm going to play Absorb Memories, which lets me, whenever an opponent discards a card, I heal 1 damage from my boss, from Nightmare. And then I have the ability to target you guys, because I am in the Fog of War.
That is true.
How'd you get all the way over here?
He spent the energy that he rolled because he's a lucky duck who keeps getting high
I got
dice
3
rolls.
energy.
But I
like
have a
5
ton of
crystal.
Oh,
energy.
yeah.
Yeah, we've created minions, and so we'll be able to use those to deal damage to them directly and
Okay.
engage in combat with the neutral camps.
Okay.
They've been more focused on movement.
All right.
So theoretically, if we're engaging over here where we've spent all of our energy on minions and they've spent all of theirs on movement, if we have combats here and we started with the same amount of energy, more of our energy
I'm gonna-
will have
I'm
gone
gonna make their
to
turn
being
not
good at the
phase
combat,
Okay.
and more
You're
of
right.
theirs will have just been to engage. So theoretically, we'd
Okay.
be advantaged.
I see.
But if they've had better rolls than us, that might not be the case.
Okay. Which,
I'm going to be a bully.
All right. Let's.
I'm
let's
going to
see
cast Madness. An opponent rolls 2 fewer dice on their next turn. I'm going to target Sophia. And then
That's sibling competition heating up already.
and then he can choose to make it so that I can't spend energy when he kills the Shadow Hound. Sick.
your turn.
Okay.
okay. I don't really understand what's happened, but oh, gotcha.
So I played a card that makes it so you roll 2 less dice. So you'll be able to use your dice
Oh.
less. And then I'm about to kill this neutral monster at the end of my turn. That'll make it so Sam can't spend energy. Basically also making it so he can't
Yeah,
roll
I'll
2.
only
Like
be
I'm
able
canceling
to
a
play
portion of
upgrades.
his die roll.
Yeah.
That one's sweet.
I don't have enough,
Oh, okay.
but
That's not helpful
should I
right
just
now.
do zombie?
Oh, that doesn't do anything. I would just, make zombies and save your money.
Yeah.
Because you want to kill this anyways, and you're going to need at least 1 zombie to do so.
Right. I'm just gonna do 4 zombies.
Okay.
2, right?
Two zombies.
Oh, right,
Yeah.
yeah.
All right.
Sweet.
Cool. And then
How do I attack that?
Yeah, I
It'll
think
just happen,
It'll just
yeah.
happen at the end of your turn.
Oh, okay.
So now we end our turn. You attack the Sky Whale.
Right.
The Sky Whale dies.
And he's now.
You keep 1
ours.
zombie token because you did 1 of the damage. You
Uh-huh.
take a damage.
Okay.
So I'll just move on to you. Sky Whale dies. This goes away. We put 3 energy counters on here to keep track of when it comes back to life. And then you get a Sky Whale on that space. You get to hang out with the Sky Whale. Cool. There's a pile of stuff there.
Yeah.
So basically, and then you get this card. So you now control the Sky Whale.
Hell yeah.
Sky Whale has basically 2 things that it does. A, it has 5 health, so it can help protect you and other units that are on its space because they have to defeat the Sky Whale before they can do damage to you.
Okay.
2, it has a passive ability that allows it so that if you move the Sky Whale, all other units on its space move with the Sky Whale.
Okay.
Oh yeah, thank you, producer.
Okay, so like, when I want to move, if I have like a pile of zombies on.
Well, right now you don't have energy, so you can't move
Right.
yet. But
Right.
on our next turn, we'll be able to. And basically, there's a term in Magic called time locking, based on a card
Okay.
that basically we kind of just made ourselves an extra turn because they're not going to do a lot on their
Right.
turn.
Okay.
So we're gonna end. Oh, and then the other
Unless
thing
I
is,
roll like 16 crystal, you never know.
yeah. Shadowhound also will pass
Yep.
into the night. And the reward for Shadowhound being defeated is that you, Sam, cannot spend energy on your next turn.
Yep. Alrighty.
Alright, Yep.
And yeah, you only had a minion on it, so you didn't take damage. Alright, so I will roll my 4 dice. Sophia, you'll roll 2 because Alex is a jerk.
Okay.
You heard it here first. Oh yeah, we'll just do your turn first. Yeah.
Always assume Alex is cheating.
Never cheating.
Aha!
Okay, so you get
yeah, you
two-
start with 2 energy and then you roll 2 more. So that's
that is
that's
Sucker.
great.
the best possible roll
Yeah.
for the situation.
Yeah, this is phenomenal. And then 4 more energy. No, that's actually kind of great. You might just be able to kill Alex.
Oh, sure. Killing me worse.
Really?
I have 8 health, so you have to do.
So
You have 8.
Yeah.
You're down to 6 now, though, right? Because you've taken 2 from neutrals.
Yes. Yeah, sorry. I'm at 6, so you have to do 6 damage.
So we can make 2 minions and then only move them 2 spaces. Darn.
You
we
can,
could
I
we
think,
could put
kill the
Alex to
Sky Whale.
1 pretty easily.
You might be able. You won't be able to kill a sky whale, but you'll be able to kill the zombie.
Yeah, that's not super duper helpful, unfortunately.
Won't do damage to sky whale, but yeah.
And also make a forest token in
I
that
have
space
6.
to try to tie up Matt's crystal.
Well, and then she can teleport you to that space.
Can she teleport me?
Yeah, look at her discard ability.
Oh, interesting.
So Faye Empress ends up being a lot more of a support character in arena mode. So she can move other bosses around. She can CC, so she can crowd control other people's minions.
Yeah.
Also, if you put a force token here, the zombie can't leave without Matt spending resource. Well, they'll
Right,
trade
yes.
anyways, but any
Yeah.
zombies he makes in that space won't be able to move.
What about pets? Are pets constrained by forests?
It should say. If it doesn't say
says
pets.
minion, pet.
No, on
I mean,
forest.
minions cannot enter or leave flower token spaces. Any bosses can destroy them.
Yeah, so pets are considered bosses within the rules.
So
Unless
how
specified.
does Sky Whale carrying zombies work with that? Can a zombie leave if it's riding the Sky Whale?
The
Or
zombie gets
is
stuck
still
behind.
stuck.
Yeah,
okay,
yeah.
cool.
So what do I do?
That's a great question. This is a hard turn. I think at least 2 of the energy is going to go to making a minion,
Okay, 1 more minion.
and then we have 5 minions and 4 energy to work with.
So I can 1, 2, 3, 4.
Yeah, we could send as many of these as we want to either Alex or Matt.
Well, you're closer to Alex and you have more minions, so why don't?
But I won't be able to move
Well,
this
so
turn,
by the
'cause
way,
I can't spend
you're
energy.
allowed to roll your dice on your turn at the same time.
Oh,
So-
that's true. Yeah,
so
we
you
can wait
see what you
to
can
see what I
do.
get. Yeah.
Oh.
That seems like a great plan. I love it.
Oh.
All right, so,
So you
2
have 2
crystal
crystal.
and 3 energy, but 3 energy doesn't matter. And then 1 more die roll. All right, another crystal. Let's go. 2 more crystal. Whew.
Okay, so you
We
get-
love to see it. Okay. In that
Oh, I
case,
have 2 more cards.
maybe we actually don't want to make a minion. Maybe I'm wrong.
For me?
Because yeah,
Oh, so put
because if
in-
you don't make a minion, then you get to have 6 energy. So you could move some number of. Oh, but the minions entering your space don't deal damage until end of turn, so they don't make a forest until end of turn. So she can't teleport me there right away. Man, thinking is so hard.
It is.
It's tough.
Yeah, because, yeah, even if we move the minions into Alex's space, he doesn't kill them until end of turn. So then we get a forest at the end of the turn, but you can't put me there. Because if you could put me there, then I could do that. So even though I can't spend energy, I'd be able to deal more damage to him.
Does Sophia not have crystals? She has a bunch of crystals. What can she do?
I have
What cards
3
does she have to
crystals.
play? Does she have anything that like puts a force token wherever she wants?
That's a great question. What's this one?
Place a forest token in a space and a fairy on 2 different adjacent spaces to the forest token.
Yeah, that's pretty
So
sick.
that's-
Yeah.
that's-
That's
What I
pretty
need
sick.
to do.
Yeah.
Because then you could also pick up that one fairy that you put here
Yep.
on the way. So between the damage you'll do by attacking, by teleporting to me, and the damage that all 5 fairies will do to me, you'll kill me.
Yep.
And
Not
then
that I'm
if
trying to
you're
help you
dead, are you dead?
No. I die, I respawn over here, and we do 3 damage to the base.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay,
Let's go
so
ahead and
let's use this.
yeah. So
Put that
So
there.
basically, when a base is destroyed.
That's what the game
That's
ends.
right.
Yeah, we're trying to
Yeah.
kill this. It's 20 health.
and then we'll put one
Yeah.
forest on Alex.
Interesting enough, it's 20 health on both sides. So for 3v3 gameplay and 2v2. But because there's 3 players, it just takes longer.
Uh,
so it's like,
I
So we'll get
Yeah.
we get 2 more
you
fairies.
can do more damage, but it takes more time just
More
to take a
minions?
turn.
Yeah.
So we
Right.
realize
You
that
get
just
one
keeping
here
the
and one
life total the
here.
same makes the
Right.
game last about
And so
similar
then
amounts.
you're actually I'm gonna deal 1. I'm gonna deal a total of 4. I think you only want to send 2 fairies. I think what you want to do is that way you don't waste your minions, so that we keep more around to fight Matt.
Well, they
because
won't.
He's on
They
your
won't.
side.
Yeah. They won't die unless they do damage.
Right. But so yeah, I think that right because Alex, you have 2 damage marked on you.
So is she discarding a card to be able to move you?
So we have to send 2.
Keep track. Yeah, absorb memories is in play.
What's that?
I have the ability if an opponent discards a card, I heal a life. So if put all of it up there. One day we'll have all the card art on a little Scryfall system that
Aw,
people can
yeah.
search and pull up.
Okay.
Cool.
So then we'll use 4 energy to move 2
Oh.
guys. It takes 3 to get them here,
Okay,
and then 1 more to move them
Um,
into Alex's space.
so that's 5 energy.
4, just 4.
Okay.
I have a question for you, Alex.
Yes.
With the new rulebook, you teased a season 2 of battle bosses. Are you planning to do a Kickstarter for that as well, or go more direct to retail? And do you have a timeline for season 2?
We don't have a decision on whether we'll go direct to retail or Kickstarter yet,
We're gonna
though the
pick a card
plan
from
is
your hand that we
for
want to discard to use your ability.
probably
So just one that-
2021 at the very end,
one
or
that
the
looks
first
bad
quarter
for
of
now.
2022 would be when it would come out.
End of 2021 or beginning of
2022, yeah. So like between November and February of the next year
And that would
and
be
the year
I think we're
following.
gonna want to
straight
discard
to
this
retail
one.
or
Okay.
Kickstarter?
We don't know yet. So right now the next Kickstarter is going to be for Drop Dot D20s
So we're gonna
for
put
Cass.
that in here.
That we're
you'll
gonna
have
do
just
in
a separate
February.
pile that'll be
There's a
just
really
discard
quick
pile, and
turnaround
this will
on
go
this.
with it as well. So it's just an effect.
Because it is
okay.
something we make a
Oh.
lot of. Like we make a lot of Drop Dot product, so this is kind of our next thing. And then I can point this at me while I'm talking. Over here. And you get both angles. And then, so this is happening in February. You can actually, if you go to kess.co/D20, you can sign up to get updates on when this Kickstarter launches. And then once that Kickstarter is done, we start beginning to plan what our next Kickstarter is. And depending on what our distribution on Battle Bosses at that point is, Battle Bosses Wave 2 could be the next Kickstarter, or it could just be a part of the rollout of that game, depending on how wide we can get that distribution between now and then.
That was cast.co/D20.
Yes. Are you guys done?
Yes, well,
Alright.
we're ready to finish the turn because
Okay.
we haven't actually finished spending the energy. So then she's gonna spend 2 energy and discard. I don't remember which effect it was, but a card
I heal one.
to teleport me to the forest.
Cool.
Now that I'm in the forest, I'm gonna spend 3 crystal
Okay.
and I'm gonna play a second copy of Assemble. So I'm gonna make 3 drones.
Okay.
So that'll make it so that we've got 6 minions and me in this space.
Okay.
And I put Assemble in there already, and my crystal goes away. And then we'll go to the end of our turn.
Okay.
We'll deal 7 damage to Alex.
I die.
I'll draw 1 card.
Space.
You'll draw 2 cards.
3
Gotten rid of
Okay.
2.
3 damage dealt to the base.
Is there a reason we're not playing with Captain Boat today?
Uh,
BDK 1988 says we want more of Captain Boat.
so Captain Boat was just when people picked what characters they were playing with. Captain Boat wasn't chosen.
Who's Captain Boat?
Captain Boat is. Is there a picture of his flash art? There is on the front, but this is Captain Boat.
Also known
half
colloquially
captain,
as
half
Bodie
boat.
McBoatface.
Yes, yes. A small reference to the other game. Yeah, so this is what people picked to play. Really, it's Sam's and Matt's fault. They picked Mechabot and Cthulhu.
For the record, I said I'd play anything. Cool. All right, so we've got 3 damage on the base. We've got some minions, and it's your guys' go.
Perfect. So I died, 3 damage to the base. You're fine. We now take 1 energy counter off of each of these. Actually, sorry, we take 2. We forgot to take 1 off.
Oh, on our turn, right?
At your turn.
Gesundheit.
Bless me.
What do we do with these?
Yeah, just put them back in there. And then we roll. So we should just roll for the turn. Yeah, we can roll at the same time. We're getting to the point where I think people know how to play, so from a time perspective, it's easier just to roll.
Yeah.
Especially getting resources you can kind of do on your own. I get 1 reroll. So I have 2 crystals. That is not a lot.
Yeah, all in all, we got very lucky for how limited we were that turn.
Yeah, for me trying to make it so you couldn't do anything, you murdered me. So
Yeah.
not really what I was
crushed it.
looking to accomplish here. All right, so I want to move back over to you,
Do you though? It sounds dangerous.
Matt. I would just stay where you are and
Yeah,
just keep jungling.
Yeah.
I can fight you. All right,
I can fight Matt.
I want to do that.
From here?
Whenever an enemy boss leaves nightmare space, I do like memory leak. Damn.
Oh, that's the one where if you come brawl with us and then we move away, we don't get to draw anymore?
Mhm.
Oh, dang. It's pretty spooky.
Ooh, I like that. Yeah, I'm gonna start getting into brawling. I'm gonna play. I guess for now, I'm not gonna be fighting you, and I'm not getting in your space. Can't do that. Okay, so I'm going to move back 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Whew.
Is that the most efficient way of doing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5? Yeah.
Yeah, this should be equidistant.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm going to play Darkness to create a shadow in this space possessing an enemy minion. So we didn't get to show this on the last stream, but one of Nightmare's cool abilities is that his shadow minions can possess other minions, which basically gives me control over that minion. So this now counts as 1 minion. I've now basically destroyed her Sophia's minion, but she can't make an 8th minion until she's able to destroy this one. Without me having to kill it, so she doesn't get a forest token. So that's a cool little way that works. I'm going to move that onto my space.
But when we kill a possessed minion, it still counts as the minion dying, right?
Correct.
Cool.
Yeah.
Cool.
But it's only 1 minion dying.
Right.
Yeah. And then I'm going to play Mind Leak as well, which is choose a player. That player discards a card, and each other player rolls 1 less die on their next turn. And I'm going to target you, Sam.
Each other player. Does
So
that affect your team as well?
It does.
Ah, interesting.
So we'll be rolling 1 less die next turn.
Okay.
Sorry.
All good.
But then I'll heal.
I'll discard Mortar.
Did I have damage on me? I don't know where that came from. I guess I don't have it.
You shouldn't have damage on you currently.
Cool.
Gave you snacks before
All right.
you started.
And then I use this energy to move the minion out of my space, and then I will be done. So it's your turn.
Okay, cool. So I'm gonna play this.
The storm. Cool.
Yeah.
Yep.
So I'm playing the storm. So whenever I play an effect, I do 1 damage to a boss.
Ah.
So it's 5 of these. Let's just make another zombie.
Yeah, just make more
Yeah.
zombies on your space. Because after this turn, we're gonna take a damage at the beginning of the next turn. But at the end of their turn, we should be taking a damage. But we'll be the ones fighting the neutral camp.
One more question.
Yep.
During the Kickstarter multiplayer fights like this, had all players on one team activate at the same time?
So
Does
so.
this change?
No, so it's up to you. We're for clarity's sake on camera having players kind of take their turn separately, but you can do things all at the same time or however makes your life more fun. We're just doing it as a clarity perspective.
We also have 2 newer.
New
players.
We have two
Yeah.
newer players, right?
My turn. Our turn.
All
I
right,
can
so
only
let's
roll
go
two
ahead and
dice, right?
we'll go ahead and flip the neutral camps, right?
Yes. So neutral camps flip.
So this time we'll get to roll 3 because this time we're only reduced by 1. Yeah.
Okay.
So we have a priestess, which is a pet monster, and we have a grave nymph. Each
Ooh.
allied boss may put an upgrade from their discard pile into play.
Nifty.
I put it on top of Scout Whale, right?
Yes. And then you have your 2
That's
zombies in
all
play
we
as
do.
well.
Okay. All right.
So I'm getting 3 crystal and 3 energy.
I'm getting 4 energy, a crystal, and then I roll the dice again. I really love the energy. I keep getting a lot of them. Okay. One more crystal.
You
Okay.
can also, if you move into the space that me and Matt are in, you will prevent us from doing damage to the boss, to the pet underneath.
Okay.
To the neutral monster, sorry.
Okay. So
3 different terms.
I can.
Yeah, so that'll make it so that every turn you have access to that as an ability. It's an upgrade that'll just give you that ability for the rest of the game.
Which is good, right?
Yeah, totally.
So I should use that.
Yeah, I dig it. If you have the 3 crystal for it,
Yeah,
then
I
that
do.
seems great.
Okay,
I
so
love
I'll
it.
put that here.
Cool.
I'm gonna upgrade my Fey Empress.
Yeah. So now Fey Empress has a
And
pollen
now
scepter.
She has a pollen scepter, and I get to place a forest token on her space.
So anytime that you want to, you can spend 2 energy to be able to put a forest token on any space within Fog of War.
Okay.
So anytime
what's
that you-
Fog of War?
For us right now, Fog of War lets us affect, since you're still in this one,
Yeah.
you can only affect up to these spaces normally.
Okay.
If you step right here, then
Yeah.
you'll also be able to affect.
All of the
The
middle
void.
area.
Okay, so I need to spend my energy now.
Right. So
So should I put a forest token on two forest tokens on 2 spaces?
right now you could only put the forest tokens in our cool zone, which isn't the most beneficial. I think if we wanted to do that, we'd want to take a step out and then set.
Okay, so
Some
how do I
forest
step out?
You just spend 1 energy to move your boss 1 space.
Okay, let's do that. I
Cool.
haven't moved her yet.
Yeah.
So now that
Everyone,
I've
if you could talk just a little bit quiet. Or
Quiet.
louder, a little bit louder.
Yes.
Cool. Yeah.
Okay.
Project.
So I just spent 1 energy and I moved my boss 1 space here.
Do a
Do
little
my
bit more
minions
delicate.
stay? Do my minions stay here?
Yes. So minions and bosses move separately. Minions move together though.
Okay.
That's
and
why
then-
Sky Whale is so good because
Yeah.
Sky Whale moves everybody together.
Oh, okay.
Including also like your minions don't move with Sam's minions.
Right.
Sky Whale though moves them all together.
Oh, okay.
They all jump on the bus.
Okay. And now I have 3 more energy left.
Yeah.
So now should I use this because I can put it anywhere?
Yeah. And I think we want to put it in one of these 2. I'm not sure which. I think probably this one. That way,
Matt's?
that way Matt can't start moving his minions around. Because
Aha.
otherwise he's able to come engage with us pretty efficiently, and this makes it so that he at least has to spend a crystal
Gotcha.
if he wants to do that.
Okay.
And then you still have 1 energy. I think I'd go ahead and just move your Fey Warriors to Alana's space.
Okay.
That way you're
They're
kind of
together.
protected and insulated.
All right.
Sweet.
Where's my other minions?
Well, one of them's over there, and then the rest of them will have to
They're in the pile there.
build
They get
and
killed?
yes,
Yeah,
because
yeah,
we
yeah.
fought with Alex.
When minions are very squishy. If they get in a fight with anything, they die. We're giant god monsters, and they're just like regular sized people.
So I'm gonna spend 4 crystal to play Fusion Core, which is an upgrade that makes it so that at the beginning of my turn, Alex and Matt can choose 2 cards from my discard pile to shuffle into my deck, and if I let them do that, then I get to roll an additional die. So that'll make it so that hopefully in the coming turns I have access to more resources to be able to contest what they're doing a little bit better. And then what I will do.
Do you have 5 cards?
Yeah.
Okay. forgot.
I will go ahead and spend 3 energy to move my minions 3 spaces, I think. 1, 2, 3. Yep, I'll just put 4 drones chilling like villains between me and Alex.
Okay. So,
We go to end step.
end step. So
Damage.
We each take one. I take one. Sky Whale takes one. And then our minions all die. Oh, sorry, you also take one.
Mhm.
It's 1 to everything.
Yep.
It's got well.
Everyone in play gets it. And then, but
And then
Priestess takes one. You get your thing back. Oh no, it's not in play.
yeah.
And,
And
then,
then the Fey Warrior dying is gonna make ensnaring roots happen.
Okay.
So we get to put a forest token on Alex's space too.
oh yeah. Yep.
Wait, what's a flower token?
Is this Barefoot?
Or forest
Forest
token.
Forest token.
It changed. So we haven't gone these are still prototype samples that we're using, right? And so we changed flower token to forest token just from a flavor perspective. It made more sense that forest tokens would be trapping people.
Okay.
And so they became forest tokens.
And how do you get rid of them?
If a boss is in a space with the forest token, you can spend 1 crystal to destroy it.
Okay.
And then so we'll draw up to 5 now.
Yeah, and we only roll 3 dice. Right.
Correct. Yeah.
Yeah.
You guys
Okay.
agree.
Okay, that's kind of what I needed. 1, 2, 3, and then 3 energy. There's like a lot of things in my way that I don't like. I do get the heal if I fight them though. Ooh, that's dope. Yep, gonna do that.
Don't like to hear that.
That's
Not at all.
amazing. Cool. So that's gonna save me a lot of health. It means I don't get to do anything else than that this turn. Well, I get to start brawling you. Oh, but I won't kill.
I'll win.
So if I do that, I can kill Priestess and get Priestess this turn. Yeah, I think that's what I'm doing. All right, so I'm gonna spend 3 crystals and cast Feed. Feed. The card Feed. This turn, whenever Nightmare enters a space with an enemy minion, create a shadow possessing it instead of attacking it.
Does that apply to stacks?
Yep.
What?
I'm gonna spend 1 energy.
What? That's absurd.
And just make myself some controlled. big.
Alex, you're not changing the rules in real time, are you?
No.
You made this game.
Oh my god, that's ridiculous.
And then I will move using this energy 3 of them.
Not without blowing up the flower token, you won't.
Oh no! Yep, you're right. I won't do that. I'm just gonna attack you with all of them. Big pile of drones moving 1 space. And oh, do you have a flower token there too?
Yeah, that's how I got teleported here. The only space you can move them without destroying a flower token is sideways.
All right, so I'm gonna move and just. I guess I can't even fight you. I guess I just keep them there. Man, this turn was way sadder than I expected it to be.
Thank goodness. Yeah, this turn was sad. You just 4 for 1 to me. Dang.
I have 1 energy that's just like basically useless. I guess I'll move back onto Priestess and keep fighting it. Okay. All right.
You don't want to have your minions there with you? You don't want to win?
I can't.
True.
That was the problem. I
Yeah,
don't have
yeah.
crystals. All right, Matt, it's your turn.
Cool. So
I did my
I'm,
thing.
Okay.
My thing was impressive, but it didn't do it. It was less impressive than I wanted it
Well,
to be.
I'm gonna be selfish.
Okay.
And, heal myself for 3.
So remember, it only costs 2 crystals because you have this.
Oh. Hell.
Also, you get to do 1 damage
get to
to
ping somebody.
Sophia,
Sophia.
take 1 damage.
Okay,
Pew.
so do I get rid of a minion?
No, it just
Healing.
because his effect doesn't deal it to the space, it just deals it directly to your boss. So it'll kind of circumvent
Yeah.
the warriors and just ping you directly.
And then
Okay.
since I have one left,
I can't read your thumbs on it.
I'm just aggravated that Alex was like, "Oh darn, my turn wasn't that cool." When he 4 for 1 to my minions.
Well, you use flower tokens very efficiently.
It's
Or
true,
force
yeah.
I
tokens.
did.
Yes.
Yeah. Oh, your force tokens totally. Like I was going to do a game move that should have won me the game, not won me the game, but put me very far ahead, and instead I just kind of did a good move.
Thank you. Always trying to keep you in everything. So.
Mood.
So.
Sans moves. I would hold on to it.
okay.
You can just do that.
To who?
Sophia's fairy token, and
Alright,
she takes
yeah.
damage. What other cards do you have? Given they cost 2.
Yes.
Also
I don't have to.
Yeah, you do.
Oh.
Which ones of these?
Choose a
would
great
be
effect.
considered
Oh yeah, and then do this to. Do that
It
to
kind of depends, but so
Sam.
this is
Okay.
something that's
Naming
definitely threatening
upgrade.
because
Okay.
you can
Alright.
move
So-
I guess you're trying to kill Sophia. Do it to Sophia.
into
Okay.
minotaurs and stuff like
So-
that.
Good.
Right. So first, first do that.
because
Then I
we're
can
able to kind
damage
of
them.
exactly.
I'm
yeah.
going to zap your minions, which also deals a damage to you.
Okay, but
So Zap kills 1 minion, right?
That
Yeah.
kills 1 minion.
And then the ping deals 1 more to her.
damage.
Yep.
Yep.
Yeah. And then I'm also going to mind warp Sophia, which is choose an upgrade or effect. An opponent reveals their hand, do damage to that opponent's boss for every card of the chosen type revealed.
All right.
Okay, before you choose.
wall.
Okay, so he's gonna name upgrade or effect,
Okay.
and then you'll reveal your hand and show us what you have more of, upgrades or effects, and then you take damage. Or no, you then reveal your hand, and whatever he chooses, you take damage equal to how many you have in your hand.
Yeah.
So, for example, if he said effect, you would reveal your hand, and
Okay.
if you have 4 effects, you take 4 damage.
Damn.
And you,
So
you'll definitely
the real
be taking this
question,
one.
the real question,
The pain.
Sophia. Do you have more effects or upgrades in your hand?
Well, I wouldn't be able to tell you
I think-
until he
yeah.
tells me which one I'm showing.
I'm
That's
gonna
the
go
correct
with-
answer.
If I don't look at my
Why
hand, I'll
you
never
pick
know.
one and I'll let you know.
I'm gonna go with effect.
Okay. Well, I have.
You won by 1.
Perfect.
We should only have 3 effects, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I only have 3 effects.
Okay.
So you'll take a total of 4 damage, 1 from your effect dealing a
Yeah,
damage,
yeah.
and then 3 from.
So give me.
Yeah.
So there, we've got 1, 2, and then we need 2 more damage.
Oh yeah. Very good.
But I get to like keep my cards, right?
Yeah.
We get to see them though.
Yeah, we get to know what you
We get to
got.
read what cards you have.
And you get to see all of them.
Is the
The 5
reflection
in
too?
hand, yeah.
It's
Yeah, you can just put them face
Oh.
up. That way they can.
reflecting.
You should hand it to us. It's easier for us to read than me trying
Well,
to read.
you don't need to hold them.
We can.
Can.
All right. First way to enter an enemy boss in
Oh,
space.
no
Each turn
orders.
attacks. Okay. Move a boss to a space with a force token. Make 2. Okay. So that's for like attack. Okay. Teleports fairies. Cool. Okay. All right. There we go. So it was possible for us to kill her that turn
You're right.
with that card.
Right.
Yeah. She would
If
have
she
to
had
have
all
5.
effects. Yeah.
If I had all effects. How many damage do I need?
2 more damage will kill
but
you.
You have no crystals left, right?
I know I have.
Okay.
I know no crystals.
Okay. All right. So you're gonna stay where you are.
Yeah.
And then at the end of turn. Okay. So I think we're done.
Cool.
So then damage is dealt to neutral monsters, etc. So we each take 1 damage.
Does anybody want a smoothie?
Skywell takes a damage.
I would love a
From Earth
smoothie.
Bar?
What
love
smoothies
that.
you got?
Good ones.
Then
Look at the menu.
Earth bar.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll just give you my phone in a second.
Priestess takes a damage. Skywell takes a damage.
And the 2 zombos.
2 zombos kill 2 more to the Grave Nymph. She had how much health does she have in that?
I think she has 8.
8.
Yeah.
Okay, so we have a while. Cool.
What's a vitamin store?
It's also it's what? Earth bar?
All right. We're done.
Cool.
This camera.
All right.
Sophia, you're on camera now.
Start of my turn. I'm gonna hand you guys my discard pile and say pick 2 to shuffle into my deck, and
Okay.
I'm gonna roll an extra die.
Or an
go.
assemble.
What?
Do I roll?
Yes.
We will.
You're just starting.
Yeah.
These dice feel so nice in my hand. They're so soft.
Perfect. Buy them now. Guess.co/shop. Sophia's
These
fidget
dice
approved.
are so nice.
Do you draw back up to 5?
Yeah.
Cool.
Okay. Sam,
Yeah.
you tell me. Do we roll?
Yeah.
Okay. Do I roll all 4 this time?
Yes.
Why do you have an extra yellow one?
Because I have the fusion core,
Oh, okay.
and so since Alex picked 2 cards to shuffle into my deck, I get to roll 5 instead of only 4.
Okay.
So I get 3 energy. I get 4 energy and 5 crystal to start, and then I get 1 more roll.
Okay, I get 4 energy and 2 crystal, and I get 1 more roll as well.
2, 3, 4, 2,
Did you pick something?
5.
Oh, I get another crystal and another energy.
Same. 1 more crystal, 1 more energy.
You know what I think?
No.
Okay, Whitney.
What did you get?
The Fox Master is so good.
I'm good.
What's
I'm
Sounds
just gonna
scary.
get some more apple juice in a minute.
What's the plan? What's the plan?
That was
Everyone?
everyone
Six. We have
Earth
a
Card, so
chance.
good.
We got another zap. Summon, draw. Dream is really good. This is really good. Cool, perfect.
It's a
Yeah.
great question. I'm thinking through
So I'm
Okay,
hoping
let me
what I
put
want to
you
do.
here.
to roll enough to be able to destroy both flower tokens. Start brawling with Sam.
Mm-hmm.
Alex, I have a weird question about interaction with possession minions.
Yep.
Possessed minions. Can I sacrifice a drone that you control?
No.
Darn.
That you can't do.
Brutal.
So yeah, one of the interesting things that I've been able to do by possessing his 4 drones is that Mechabot's very much about using his drones as a resource. So he has a lot of sacrifice a drone for benefit. And when he now only has available to him 4 drones, that makes it harder for Sam to be able to take full advantage of his kit.
Yep, this is definitely true.
Okay, I think I want to use.
We actually need to just like.
Yeah, that'll especially work well if we're able to use it with that. How much crystal do you have right now?
3 crystal.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So one of the things that's pretty likely to happen here is that they're pretty likely to be able to kill you without investing too many more resources.
'Cause
So
I
you
have
kind of want,
all of these.
yeah, exactly. And because Matt just has to play any 2 effect cards, and he gets the 2 pings that he needs to kill you.
Okay.
So most likely on this turn, what we want to do is just make sure that we're using our resources efficiently to slow them down and make sure that they aren't able to kind of like kill these camps easily and then press up with a big advantage.
Okay.
So we kind of just want to keep pressuring them, which isn't super helpful because that's, you know, what we always want to
So
do.
move any boss to a space with the forest token. Should we do
Ooh,
that?
that's interesting. Matt, how much damage do you have marked on you?
4.
1.
1. Oh, what
Mm,
are those?
Sky Whale has 2,
And
Great
Graven
Nymph has
has
4.
Hecky. All right.
Matt had 5, but he healed.
Yeah.
Or what about deal 1 damage to a space and move 2 fairies to that space?
You could also do this one, because that would make it so that you get a total of 3 fairies that you can use.
Okay.
I just don't know if that's actually.
Helpful.
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
kind of
that's
like
actually
move
good.
any boss to a space with a forest token. Oh no,
Mhm.
where's my forest token?
You have one here and one here.
So should I move
No,
me
from
there?
I don't know. So okay, what I'm gonna do, I'll show you what I'm gonna do on my turn really quickly, and then we can kind of go from there.
Okay.
Because I'm gonna spend 1 energy to move 1 space, and then I'm gonna spend 4 energy to use my rocket launcher to deal 1 damage to each unit in this space. So
Okay.
I will kill Alex's shadow tokens for the low investment of my 8 energy. I will kill the shadow tokens
How?
by using rocket launcher.
Oh. So it only takes 4 energy. Oh, but because
Yeah,
you...
but I had to make 4 minions, so it's 12 energy.
Oh, worth it.
Worth it for you, for sure. Yeah, absolutely.
I'll take that trade.
Yeah, that's great for you. And so then that leaves me with 6 crystal, which I think I'm just going to use to develop a couple of upgrades.
I mean, in reality, what that really did, like, just for 3 crystals, I healed myself 4 damage, right? Because I would have stepped into that space, taken 4 damage instead. That's still very good.
But then it also made it so that I had to use my rocket launcher. So you healed 4 damage and also took 4 energy from me. Yeah, which is huge.
For 3 crystals, I gained 8 energy, and by like what's interesting about this game is there's a lot of, when you really boil it down, just resource management.
Yeah,
that comes along with it, because it's a lot of things are like translatable to each other, and the power level of cards is like, oh, I'm getting a deal on for 1 crystal, I'm getting 2 energies worth of effect, or 4 energies worth of effects, and figuring out what that translates to.
Yeah, definitely. And then I'm gonna spend 6 crystal and play 2 upgrades. The first of them is Electromagnet, which says if I sacrifice 1 or more drones during my turn, roll an additional die at the beginning of my next turn. And Treads, which is upgrade promotion. Whenever I move a drone, I may move it 2 spaces instead of 1.
They
that'll let me be pretty energy efficient in my movement.
Okay. I want to make 2 minions, I think, right?
I love it.
Okay.
Minions are cool.
We like minions. So I make 2 more. Now, I would like to move.
So we can. Skywell has 2 damage marked on it, right?
Yes, so you could kill Skywell this turn.
So now if we use that one that moves some
Ooh.
fairies.
Deal 1
Skywell.
damage to a space and move
I speak
2
Skywell.
fairies? Or is it make 2
Wait,
fairies
so if they
and
kill
move
Skywell,
all fairies?
Skywell's gone.
Yeah.
Move any boss.
It'll go in.
I
I
think
see
we
it
wanna
as a
do
discard.
that
So
one.
eventually, if we get through
Make
all of the
2
neutral
fairies,
camps,
2
they'll
more
shuffle back
fairies?
in.
Fairies or these?
Oh, so we want to do this in a slightly different order. We want to make. We only need to have 3 minions go into that space, right? So I think we want to wait. We use this first, and then after we
Okay.
use that, we make our 2 fairies.
Okay, so I keep these. Okay, use this card. That's 3 crystals.
Mm-hmm.
Then I have I make 2 fairies.
Yep. And then we move all 3 of them.
I'll move all fairies. They're all here with me.
Mm-hmm. And now we'll move them here so that they can kill the Skywell.
How do we move them here?
Because then we move all fairies in her space up to 3 spaces. So we get to move them 1, 2, 3.
1, 2, 3, like this.
Yep.
And then do I move her too?
No, she stays there.
Okay.
Yep. Perfect. And then now we'll spend the 4 energy to make 2 more fairies in her space.
Okay. Here.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And then do I
Remember,
move
Sophia,
her?
talk a little bit louder.
Do I move her?
That's a good question. I mean, they can probably kill you regardless of whether or not you move. So,
Well, why don't I move it back?
well,
So I would say, if I were to give advice, the farther away from your base, the more, if we try killing you, the less positioned we are to be able to get to your base.
So I want to be further away from my base.
The other
Well,
option is
but they
moving
don't-
out of Fog of War.
yeah, that's probably the big one.
Like in here.
It'd be into this space.
No, you can't go into these. These blacktop spaces don't exist.
Oh.
They're the void. You do have, I think you have the card Flight that will allow you to move minions into it, but
Oh.
Yeah, so this way, at least if Matt wants to kill you, he has to move off of the grave,
Okay.
whatever her name is, space, and come to here so that he can see you in Fog of War.
Okay.
So yeah, that's a solid suggestion from
All
Alex.
right.
Cool. And so then we will go to the end of our turn. We'll draw up to 5, and neutral monsters will deal some damage, and our our minions will kill that pet.
All right. Bye, Sky Whale. You gained Matt a bunch of health.
It's true.
These guys go away. Matt also takes a damage from the hound, or no, from the grave nymph. I take a damage from the priestess.
And Sophia, I think you draw a 1 card, and this one they don't know about yet, so we
Okay.
can keep it a secret.
You can just have your hand out. You're good.
How are people doing on damage?
Our base has 3. Their base has none. So hopefully we're getting close to the point where we can start doing damage to bases based on how I roll here. Though Sophia's back and being protective. So I get 3 crystals, 3 energy. Okay. What can I do with that? I kind of just want to. I guess I can. I don't have any minions anymore. Okay, so I don't really care about that. I want to make. So I can destroy that one and just go for you. Yeah, I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna destroy the crystal that I'm on.
Okay.
Going to 2 crystals. Then I'm going to make. Oh no, that's not how that works. I guess I can just get priestess or sacrifice getting priestess. Yeah, I guess. Okay, let me see. Oh, okay, I can do that. That'll heal me. Alright, so I am. You know what? I'm giving up on priestess. 1, 2, 3. I'm gonna move into Mechabot space. 1, 2, 3.
Oh boy.
And then I'm going to do big moves. Sadly, I can't do both of these. You can't give me crystals. Okay. I'm gonna play Arrive. I'm gonna play 2 Arrives. I make 4 shadows. You each make two of your minions.
Okay, so 2 of my drones and 2 of your shadows are
Yeah.
presumably going to cancel out.
So I make two shadows. Sophia, you get 2 fays. But then you both discard a card.
And do that twice.
You discard 2 cards each. Yeah. And then I heal 2.
It's a great question. I'm trying to figure out what I discard as well. I'm going to discard
feels
this
like-
one and this one.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. That's sick.
And so Alex, you'll heal 4.
Oh, you have a lot of energy.
Yeah.
So-
a lot.
So we want to heal.
Maybe this one, 'cause I don't really have any forest tokens.
But you do have this upgrade, which makes it so that you can make forest tokens all over the place.
Okay,
So
so
that's
these-
a pretty powerful effect.
This
But I
one?
also want to kill. What else do you have?
Yeah, that one's pretty likely to not be useful.
You can't reach
Yeah.
button.
Mhm,
You can
mhm.
reach.
Because I have this
sand.
one already.
Yeah,
It's
exactly.
the same, even
Right.
though this
Yeah,
is
so
free.
I would definitely cast this.
Yeah, so that one it's free, but
do
it takes a
that
card.
On sand.
Right, and so like
Oh right. I have
you're able to get that effect
this is
for
free.
just
This is
energy,
zero.
Right.
whereas
Yeah.
some of the
You
other
can
cards in
do
your hand
This as well.
you can't
Yeah.
get that same effect without having access to the card.
So I'm gonna
Okay,
do
so then this one
these
as well.
these.
3.
Yeah,
And
I
then
think
do
that's
damage
probably
to
right.
Sam with the storm.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then
Hi.
Cool.
Then I pull 2 war cards.
yeah, you do
Not
those
until the
two.
end of
Yeah,
our
those do
turn.
for Sam.
Oh,
You
okay.
can't
So
move.
just
You-
target Sam.
Yeah.
Okay.
And
Alright.
and then
Can I
you
help
kill
you?
Grave. No. You have an upgrade in your hand now, right?
No.
Okay.
We
You
have a
may-
little consulting going on from.
Yeah.
Oh.
All that I'm hearing is target
Oh.
Sam, and I'm concerned.
Yeah.
Should be.
Yeah, dang.
Okay, so you want to. You don't have an upgrade in your hand?
No.
Okay, you want to use. Okay, so. So let's do that. Do
Okay,
that
alright.
first. Okay.
Alright, so first I'm gonna draw Insanity, which is an opponent cannot move on the next turn. That's going straight to Sam.
So Sam cannot move on his next turn.
Sounds good. And Alex, did you heal your 4 damage?
I did.
Sick.
Yeah. Notice my pristine player mat with no damage on it.
Oh yeah. It's,
And
Definitely
then
pretty
I'm
spoopy.
going to do Summon, which means I can put 2 zombies on my space.
Yeah, he's going to play the card Summon, which allows him to just make 2 zombies on Cthulhu's space.
Yeah, and then I'm going to do Drain, which is to deal 2 damage from each enemy and heal 2 from Cthulhu.
Cool. So
yeah.
you're outside of Fog of
So
War,
you take-
so it'll only hit me.
Yep.
So I'm taking 2, 4, 6 total this turn. If you guys are going to be done.
If we're done.
Which I believe so.
Because you did 3 from the storm, plus you'll do 2 from me, so that's 5.
Yeah.
Plus 1 from me, so 6. Yeah.
Cool.
And then you have crystals. No, you don't draw yet. We're not done yet. You have all this energy to use. I would use. So I would actually cantrip. I would discard. Oh, you get to, for 2 energy, choose a player, and then they draw a card, then discard a card. So that's one of the things that's different about Cthulhu in Arena mode is his cantrip ability is more supporty. He can have any player loot, draw a card and discard a card, versus the normal discard a card for an effect.
Okay, so should I do that?
Yes.
Interesting. Yeah.
Alright, and should I target Sam?
You should target me.
Oh, targeting Alex.
Yep. And I'm gonna discard, or I'm gonna draw a card, and then, ooh, oh, that's hard. I'm gonna discard Identity Theft, which is whenever an opponent discards a card. No, I'll discard Lobotomy. Let's be efficient here. Which is I discard a card that says whenever an opponent discards a card, Nightmare deals 1 damage to an enemy boss in Nightmare space. I would. So you have 2 zombies, 3. There's how much damage on her? 4. I need
It'll be
8.
1 short. Yeah.
So you need to make 1 zombie with your energy.
Okay. So
You guys don't have any upgrades in. Oh, now you do. Nice.
And then I would use this to draw a card and discard a card yourself.
okay, cool.
Yep, and try to discard a good upgrade if you
Yeah, you're
can.
just trying to discard an upgrade. So you
So-
draw a card. And then discard that. Just discard.
Discard
Yep,
this?
discard it. And then I would just make 1 more zombie.
Alright, one more zombie.
And I would move yourself after that with your 1 energy.
Alright, I'm gonna move.
Yeah. So the reason I'm having him move is because he now has enough damage to kill the Grave Nymph without him on that space. He can't move his zombies off of anyways because there's a flower token there. But this means he won't take that 1 extra damage. The Grave Nymph won't damage you for no reason. And we're just sacrificing the priestess. Yes. So now you're also pristine, a pristine Cthulhu, and then Grave Nymph will die and we'll both get sweet upgrades. Alright, so we will end our turn.
Cool.
So then you take the 6. Grave Nymph dies. 3 energy counters here. 1, 2, 3. You can use any token. I recommend using energy to do the countdown. And then 1 of them gets removed at the end of turn. It's 1, 2, and then it comes back. Oh, no. Next turn it gets removed. And then I get Lobotomy in play, and you get Forbidden Tomb in play.
Which one's Forbidden Tomb? Whenever he plays an effect, make a zombie?
Yes. And mine is whenever an opponent discards a card, I deal 1 damage to an enemy boss in that Nightmare space.
Yeah. That's pretty threatening. Pick 2 to shuffle in.
You can have hover boots and automation.
Okay.
And then we draw. Back up to 5.
And neither of you has any damage marked on you. This is only a tiny bit mortifying. All right, are we ready to roll?
Look how scary I am.
Very scary.
So we have a comment that just came in. Is it? It might be Breffin from Breffin or Briefin. I apologize. Don't forget to keep that arcane denial ready.
Is that
Oh, is this a
card?
magic? Yeah.
I don't know what Arcane Denial is.
Wow.
This
Yeah.
is.
I only
We
know
have
playable
2
cards.
We have
Wow. No,
2
Arcane Denial is playable.
We have 2 pro-ish magic players.
I have cash to GP. I have 1 money playing Magic the
Yes.
Gathering. So
Arcane Denial is counter target spell. Its controller may draw up to 2 cards at the beginning of your next upkeep. You draw a card at the beginning of your next upkeep.
yeah, that doesn't sound playable to me.
It's
NGL.
playable.
All right, it's a hot take. I'm ready. I'm ready to roll some dice.
Well, it's counter target spell, draw a card. They just also draw 2 cards at the beginning of their
yeah,
next turn.
it's remand except that they get card advantage.
Yes.
All right, are we ready to roll some dice?
Yes.
Sweet.
do it.
You get 4, I get 5.
Finally, some
5 and 2.
crystal.
That is a lot.
What?
No, just that. So, like, the interesting thing is me and Matt look like we're doing a lot and are getting a lot of advantage, but Sam this whole time has built enough upgrades to start, like, rolling a lot of resources every turn. And Whitney's been doing a good job at preventing me from being the best I can be. Not Whitney, Sophia. Whitney's doing the best to make me the best we can be by being a very helpful producer on the chat. Sophia's placing all these forest tokens, making my life harder.
True.
Oh, good
Story
to
of my
know.
life.
So I can. I only have 1 energy. Okay. So I have 4 crystals. So should I use this or no?
Yeah, that's probably
Exactly
Quite
1
good.
fairy damage an enemy boss this turn. But did I?
not yet, but so you can play that, and then you can use energy to move 1 fairy token into one of their spaces, and that way
Okay, so
you'll
I'll
get
use
the
this
proc.
first.
Do you only have 1 energy?
Yeah.
That makes it a little bit less efficient then. But there's a pretty good chance that we just want to develop this anyway.
Okay.
Hmm.
Whenever a fairy dies, you may place a forest token in its space.
Mhm,
Have
mhm.
I been doing that?
Yeah, that's how we got the forest token over there. That
Oh.
made it so that Alex couldn't bring his minions with him back into the space.
Okay.
There was a point. What happened to that forest token?
You blew it up.
I blew it up. Okay.
Yeah.
God, it was a mistake. I could have used that crystal.
And Alex, is this the board that people should expect to receive?
Yeah, so what they'll receive, if you get the deluxe edition of Battle Bosses, you will get a double-sided board. This is not an actual copy of this. This is a prototype printed out in our office. But it'll be a double-sided board that on one side has the 2-player map, the 4-player map, so 2v2, and then on the other side has the 6-player map, the 3v3. And the main difference is the map is wider in the 3v3, and there are 4 neutral camps in play. So there's to allow enough space for
Why don't I
all 6
move
players.
my fairies?
Yeah, so ideally, we don't have anything that's a movement ability in your hand, right? Except we have the one that can. We have that
Move
one, but do we have anything that
animals.
lets us move your fairies? No. Okay. Then yeah, this turn, I think we have to be kind of defensive. I like developing this just so that you draw another card, and then I think we want to use the 1 energy to move fairies, and we probably just move them towards Matt, maybe
Here?
towards Alex. I don't know.
I'm trying to just eat them up.
Yeah, yeah, I feel like that because we've already
Okay.
got a couple of forests over here.
Okay, so now I
We
draw
both run out
3
of food,
cards,
we can
right?
Just like
Oh, we will in just a moment. I'm gonna.
if we
Oh,
get in
okay,
space.
So I'm gonna.
Mhm.
I'm gonna spend 2 energy to make a drone
Right.
You
in
should
my
be able to
space.
do, like somewhere because every card you play now does 2 damage to a boss in your space.
Right.
Right.
And then I'm gonna.
Oh, this gets
So
removed.
I used 2 energy to make a drone, and then I'm
Okay.
gonna spend 3 crystal to Sawblade.
Okay.
I'm gonna sacrifice that drone.
Yep.
And I'm gonna blow up the storm.
Okay. All right. Storm is destroyed.
And so now, since I'm getting rid of one of my drones, it makes it so that next turn I'm gonna have Electromagnet online. So I will get to roll all 6 of my dice. And then I'm gonna spend 2 more crystal, leaving with just 2 crystal to play battery, which will make it so that I get extra energy on my turn. And then I think we are going to our end step.
Okay. So I take 1 damage.
I will draw 4. Sophia will draw 3.
You take no damage. Sophia takes no damage. And we're good. Okay.
And where did I put Subway? There it is.
Alright, so we are going to roll for the turn.
So there's a really good chance that at least one of us dies this turn.
1, 2,
But
3,
then
4, 5, 6,
we're kind of
7.
set up to start.
Can we move the camera
Oh, yeah.
to the base now?
What?
5, 6, 7.
What is that camera called?
And 2 crystals.
So
I don't know.
from
Exact.
Some
the
sort of Logitech
chat,
webcam.
Yep.
Jonathan, hopefully I get this right. I think what you're asking is asking about the rule book. Does the rule book maybe sort of giving out a suggestion? Would it be nice with 1 or 2 pages with the 8 bosses, a bit of lore for each, and a complexity rating, which would help new players?
Oh, that's smart. So the plan is for there to be in each of the individual boxes for the bosses some amount of that content. I think we have enough time this week. We'll make a note to see if we have enough time to add that, and the rule books haven't started printing. That's a good idea.
Yeah, totally.
So thank you for your comment.
Yes, yes.
Hello?
All right.
Postmates is here? How does that-
Give it to Whitney so Whitney can help while you replay. Okay, so I have a ton of energy,
Sorry, where are you?
and I have things to do with that energy, and not a lot of crystals. But I can do that, which is nice. So I guess I'm playing this and this.
Yeah, so this turn, Alex either wants to stay in my space or make at least 2 minions, because I'm so close to dead that he probably wants to pressure that and just close it out. But he's got a lot of energy, so he can definitely do either of those things.
I'm going to play Insomnia. So on my next turn, I'm going to roll 2 fewer die, but I'm going to destroy your extra die card that lets you roll extra dice if you've sacrificed a thing.
So that one
Or
I think will still go off for next turn, but
correct.
not
Oh,
in the
yeah,
future.
Sorry. So
But
the other one.
This
the,
is
the
yeah.
recycler.
This one only starts So I'll only get
Okay.
5 dice. Brutal.
Only 5.
Yeah.
I'll also play Memory Parasite, which makes it so that you do not draw cards if you leave my space. I will then make you discard a card. After I discard a card, I don't need Echo's Voice. So
Yeah, I'll discard laser.
So discarding is interesting in this game because of the fact that when I, at the end of my turn, I draw back up to 5 cards, discard doesn't really have the same negative effect it has in other games. But because you only draw at the end of your next turn, it does limit people's options on the next turn that they have, and then Nightmare has different ways to take advantage of that. Obviously, he just discarded, I heal 1, I also do a damage to Mechabot,
Youch.
and then I will also make an energy, use 2 energy to make a shadow in his space. And then I will use my other 3 energy to 1, 2, 3 move into Fey Empress's space. Because you'll die, right, Sam?
I will die from
Yeah,
just the shadow.
And then that way I'll just do 1 damage to Sophia. That won't kill her, but it'll put her behind. And then I am done with what
Alright.
I'm doing or can do. I've used every resource that I have available. Matt, on the other hand.
Okay.
So this one's cool because he put work in to be able to roll an extra one.
Right.
What are these? You have 3 crystals, so foresight during your turn, you can play 2 or more effects. That one's really good.
Mm-hmm.
I would play this and then play both of these, so that you roll an
Can
extra
I?
die. Yeah. Oh, so
Oh,
2.
yeah, I
oh
can.
no, you can't.
So
You
1.
need 4.
and
I
this
counted
2.
wrong. So I would play this and then save these. I would just play this.
Just
This turn.
those?
Yeah. And then oh, so this gets removed.
Sorry, I realize that's annoying.
No, no, you're good.
Alright,
Uh,
I'm playing.
You gotta keep sanitary. I'll just finish
So
watching
I would play Foresight. So
Yeah.
so Matt's gonna play a card called Foresight. During your turn, if you play 2 or more effects, roll an additional die. Actually, what you can do. What's your other upgrade? You already have one of these. What I would do is draw a card and discard a card.
That's 2 of these.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to discard.
You draw a card first.
Oh, okay. That and then discard this.
I would discard that.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Over time, the other card will make more stuff. Okay. And I would make 2 zombies. Just protect yourself.
Cool. 1 zombie. 2 zombie.
Okay.
Just the smoothie.
So and then we will end our turn.
Okay. So
So
there's
you
a-
are murder.
I'll die. We've got 3 damage on our base. Sophia, you'll take 1 more damage, which will put you up to 7.
So close to killing her.
When I respawn, I'm gonna choose to respawn in the.
You can't choose a space that someone is in to respawn, or so your own teammate is in.
Okay.
Actually, I guess that's none of the rules. No, you can do that. You can do that.
Sick.
I'm sorry. You
Then
can't.
I will.
You just don't start the game in the same space.
Right. Cool. Then I will respawn in that space with you 2.
Great. Fighting 2 people at once. Come at me.
You picked this 2v1.
Yep. Nope. I'm excited. I forced this to happen to me. I have full health.
All right. And then, are we good to start our turn?
Yes.
Cool.
One
So-
more thing. So this gets revealed. It is snare spiders. Your opponents cannot move on their next turn.
Interesting. Okay. All right. So I'm gonna roll 5 because I did sacrifice a drone last turn. All right. So I'm getting 2 energy, 2 crystal,
Oh,
4 energy, 2 crystal, and then 2 rerolls. So 4 energy, 2 crystal. Reroll these 2. 3 more energy and another reroll.
Right.
What?
Sophia's a 1 hit from dying.
Yes. If I don't move, I kill Sophia on her next turn.
2 more energy. All right. So I'm gonna have Infi energy.
Oh god, I might just die though.
You will. You will in fact just die.
Man, things are heating up.
I got into their base. I was happy about that.
That's
and
true.
Then Sam came over here after I killed him.
Yeah, you know what they say. Something.
I like Love Nightmare. I think Nightmare is actually my favorite to play with.
All right, so I'm gonna start by spending 8 energy to use my ultimate ability, which is to make 6 drones in Mechabot's space.
Cool. Okay. All right.
So everybody can see that it wasn't an idle threat when I told Alex that he was
You were
going to
gonna
die
murder
this
me,
turn.
and you murdered me.
Okay. Is it my? Do I roll?
Have you already
I haven't rolled.
Okay.
Yeah, you can.
All right. I have 6 energy and 2 crystal. What?
someone saying that this game looks amazing.
Of course it does.
But I commented thank you.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh, and I get 1 more energy because of battery, so I actually have 2 energy.
So Alex's health is in jeopardy.
The chances of me surviving is 0.
Basically
Is
0, yeah. Yeah.
Is everyone else doing okay?
I'm about to die.
Sophia also has a
Sophia
lot of
and
damage
Alex,
on her.
okay.
I'm chilling. I don't have 1 damage.
Matt's never died. He
Yeah.
doesn't plan to die.
So this is This is kind of interesting because I would love Alex. You're at full, right?
Yeah. You discarding a card right now does not do anything
Awesome.
for me.
Awesome.
Well, I do damage to you. I do get to kill Sophia.
Oh, then that's bad.
Yeah. If you discard a card, I kill Sophia.
Oh, interesting. Okay. So I will spend 2 crystal to missile and just kill those 2 zombies. Kill 2 minions in the same space that are 2 spaces or more away from me. I lied.
Oh,
I
you
can't do
can't.
that.
You
Fog
can't.
of War.
Ah,
Yeah,
zombies are back.
that's not an option available.
Should
to
have
me.
shot for the head.
And you have the upgrade that makes it so that if I move out of your space, I don't draw.
Correct.
Right? Wow. It's super obnoxious.
See? Okay. All right. At least I'm going out, making your life more difficult.
Okay. I have 3, 4, 5, 6.
So I'll spend 2 energy to make a 7th drone here.
Okay.
I'll spend 3 crystal to make drone armor. And then I think I want to sacrifice a drone to heal 1 even though I don't have damage. Can I do that? That way I just get my roll next turn.
If you sacrifice a drone,
Can I pay a cost to activate an ability that won't do anything?
sure.
Sick.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, so then I'm going to sacrifice a drone to heal 1 damage. I don't have any damage marked on me, but this makes it so that I'm turning on my electromagnet.
Yep.
So that I get the extra die roll next turn. And that's everything that I'm going to do. It'll leave me with 1 crystal, and then 6 drones and the 2 of us in Alex's space so that we'll be able to kill him.
We will.
Mm-hmm. As long as we end the turn with this space as it is, we'll kill
Okay.
Alex.
So
Can you help Sophia take her turn?
What do we got?
So I have 6 energy, 2 crystals. I feel like I should maybe use.
Yeah, that's great. Putting 1 here so that Matt is like really reduced in what he's able to do is
Okay.
fantastic.
And then
So we're activating Devon, Paul, and Scepter to put a forest right here.
Okay.
okay. Then
So you have to move into that to destroy it. For
So that one we don't want to do just because we're
Right.
fine. Yeah,
Yes.
This
Just playing
one?
that sounds great. Yeah.
okay, so then I'm gonna play Sneaky Strike.
And then we can use the last 4 energy to either make 2 more minions or make 2 more forests.
I feel like forests.
Yeah, I dig it. Yeah, because like our space is fine as is, so we can
Yeah.
just shut down their movement options. In that case, I guess you can't put them there, but we can. We
Or I
can.
can-
I think I would like doing 1 here and 1 here.
Okay.
Cool,
All right.
awesome. And then we'll
And
go to the end of
then-
our turn.
Do we pull another card?
We will deal 8 damage to Alex.
I deal a damage to each of you, killing Sophia.
No, because it's our turn, right?
Oh, you're
Yeah,
right.
yeah, we're
Yep,
brawling,
Yep,
so.
Yep.
All 6 of my drones will die.
1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah. I'll go to that space.
All right, so you guys go up to 6 damage on your base.
Mm-hmm.
And then we draw until we have 5, so I will draw 2 more.
Okay. All right.
Sweet.
So Alex is still hanging on.
Well, he died and respawned back at his base.
Oh, don't look. We got
Okay.
another 3.
Oh yeah. Yep. All right. So I only rolled 2 dice because I used insomnia. I stayed up way too late last night just to destroy your upgrade. Made me real tired today. I'm just not working at full speed. I did get 4 energy though, which I like.
A lot of energy.
It at least allows me to go play as an assassin. I'm not gonna be able to cast any of my cards. All right.
I'd love
did
to
you
see
roll?
it.
No, not yet.
Okay, roll.
Do I only use 2? Like you did?
no,
or-
I- It's just
you,
me. You
yeah,
lost
you
all
use
4.
all yours.
All right. So 6 energy, 2 crystals.
5, 6, 4. 2 crystals. Okay, so I should move.
So you have a lot of energy. Part of me
Yeah.
feels like you just want to circumvent
Mm-hmm.
those fairies and go this way.
Mm-hmm.
This still blocks your zombies, but once you get past it, you can make zombies. So that's not a big issue.
Right.
And then you can just use your cards. You can cast all 3 of these.
Okay. Should I move first?
Yeah, so I would move first for sure.
Wait, destroying her forest since I have
No, I wouldn't destroy her forest on the way.
done.
No, I would just 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. How much energy do you have? 6. I would move to here.
6, yeah. There?
Yeah.
Alright. Doing that.
Oh, the zombies do not go though.
Yeah,
those
zombies
those stay
go.
back.
Didn't realize
All right.
either.
So then now you get to use all of your business. So you get to
Yeah.
play convert. You destroy a minion, make a zombie through the space. So you
Yeah.
make 2 zombies in your space because of Forbidden Tomb.
Mm-hmm.
What minion can you destroy though? Oh, you can destroy here. Yeah,
Just
yeah,
anyone
cool.
who has fairy
Yeah.
tokens. I would also then cast Madness.
Okay, so
Yeah.
we will get.
Targeting Sam.
Oh, we already have a forest there. Okay.
2. So I'm also doing madness targeting you.
What it do?
So you
Roll 2 dice.
2 dice.
Okay, so I'll be down to 3.
Yep. And
So
then
you get another zombie in your space,
Yep.
and then
zap.
I would hold Zap.
Oh really? Okay.
It's not going to do anything, and
Yeah.
like what your goal here is the trigger foresight every turn
Right.
at this point. So now you get to roll
So
an
now
extra
I-
dice next turn.
Next turn or is this
Next turn during
Oh,
your turn,
okay,
if you
okay.
played 2 or more effects on
So
your last
I
turn, roll an
one
additional
of
dice during your
these.
next turn. Yeah.
Okay, cool.
And then I have 4 energy, and I guess my like usefulness in this moment is just going to be to 1, 2, 3, 4.
Cool.
Move over there, so that I can at least take this neutral camp, and I'm closer to you. And then I think that's our turn.
Okay.
That's what happens when you roll 1 less dice.
Did
Alright,
I
I do me
Nope.
and the priestess
Still alive.
I
bonk each
haven't
other.
died once.
Me too.
Okay, so then on my turn, I'm rolling -2 plus 1 for a total of 3 dice.
Mm-hmm.
4 crystal, 2 energy. Well, this is actually the first time in the game that I wanted to roll more energy because,
Depends on.
Really?
yeah, if I'd rolled more energy here, then I could have rocket launched this space and I would have killed all of the zombies and also dealt damage to them, which would have been pretty cool. But unfortunately, it's not an option right now.
Yeah, but they stack.
I got a lot of energy.
Yeah, yeah. So 2 in this game.
Sweet.
Again.
This is his best card.
It is.
Actually, this and this are his best
Okay.
2.
I don't want any more crystal, I think. 2, 4, 6 energy and 1 crystal.
Like, it's likely that next turn what you're going to do,
Because I have this
It's
card that
like-
I wanted to use.
if you have enough, you can play this.
Mhm.
Yeah. Yeah, that would have been cool to develop. But
Play
it's
this
okay,
and
because
this.
one of the things that we can do
Mm-hmm.
is we
This
can use
twice.
this to move
You have
Matt
twice.
over
4
here,
crystals and 2
and then he'll
energy.
be taking
You can
3, and we
play
can
this
add
with
more
this.
damage.
Okay.
So potentially we
this.
can
Got
we
it.
can do something with that.
So
Okay,
and
so
if you have
let's
more
do
crystals,
that.
then more
We might-
crystals,
yeah,
more
we
crystals
might
you
take
have from
just
that
a
point
minute
on,
and see if we
whatever
have
card you can play out of here.
other
but at a bare
powerful
minimum,
options.
that's what
Okay.
you can do next turn, which is dope.
You're cool.
Do you need a jacket? You have like infinite jackets.
Sweatshirt?
Sure.
Do you have a very large sweatshirt?
We have sweaters that are my size, a 6'3" person
Yes.
versus your
The
5'10"
largest
person.
sweatshirt that you own. I would take. That was made. That's soft.
So I'm gonna spend 2 crystal to play Scrapper, which makes it so that I can sack a drone to gain crystal. So I've got 3 crystal and 2 energy left. And then I think I'm gonna missile to just blow up a couple of his Deuteroonies. Yeah, I'm gonna missile to blow up 2 zombies.
London hoodie or poofy jacket? You're starting to evolve, yes.
I get 1 more energy because of battery. I need to remember that. Ah.
I think I have like. I'm gonna have more sweatshirts than you.
Oh, really? Is that a challenge?
Once I move into my apartment, it's a challenge.
Okay.
Because half my sweatshirts are in a box.
Okay.
Are in boxes.
Fair.
I'd say more than half.
I'm gonna spend 2 energy to make a drone.
So you should make a plan for what you're gonna do on your turn.
I did.
Okay.
I'm waiting for Sam to decide for sure what he wants to do, and then we have a plan about what I want to do.
Yeah. And
Oh,
I'm
just-
gonna
yeah.
sack the drone right away to make a crystal,
Mhm.
just to turn on my
So
my thingamabobber.
So while they're going, I'll talk through something that was really important for us when we were designing the game is to make sure each boss kind of felt within its trope, right? So Cthulhu is creating this storm of spells where he's casting as many different effects as possible, kind of giving him the feeling of being much, much smarter and interacting with different effect cards. Mechabot has literally created a machine out of all of his different upgrades that he can kind of use drones as resources, making them into different resources. And Sophia. I've been playing Whitney in Battle Bosses so much. Sophia is playing a boss that's much more about movement, right? Fairies are very nimble, they're fast, but they also hide in the forest, and so she's using forest tokens to kind of do that movement and kind of create that space. And then I'm all about like possession and erasing people's memories and nightmares, and so I have a lot more card-based, discard-based effects. And then we'll assassinate people out of nowhere.
Nice. So.
I was just walking that through while Sam was doing what he was doing.
Yeah.
So should I make more forests?
I think right now we have enough forests around us
Okay.
that we're able to just use them however we see fit.
Okay.
So I think that now's a good time
to
for
this one.
yeah. I think I like because you can put him there and then you can make
Do I move his zombie or does he stay?
the zombie will stay. Yeah. So we're using Lost in the Woods to move Cthulhu to any space with a forest token in it.
Yep.
Activating Lost in the Woods. Okay.
Just got lost in the woods.
I did?
Yeah. You went on a hike. You forgot to put those breadcrumbs
So now you
down.
still have 6 energy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
So
could create minions.
yeah. I think Matt, you don't have any damage marked on you yet. Is that right?
No, yeah, he is a pristine Cthulhu.
Mm-hmm.
Then I think I like just making 3 more minions in your space so that we're just
Okay.
able to kind of pressure him. And we'll deal 3 damage to him here. And he's kind of hemmed in by
He has
us.
3 damage now.
He will when we go to our end step
Oh, okay.
or the end of our turn.
Why is that? Because he's on a space where I have 3 minions.
Yeah, so if a boss moves into a space with minions as part of their turn, then instantly the boss kills the minions and the minions deal damage to the boss. But if the
Boss.
minions move into the boss space, then it doesn't happen until the end of the turn.
The idea is that they're tall. The flavor, the mechanical reason for it is because it's the only way that like movement was working if we did it that way, and like a lot of the rules required it to work that way. Flavor wise, like the reason in story it's that way is imagine a boss moves very slow and is very tall. So for a boss to punch another boss, or for minions to get all the way up to its head to be able to punch it, it takes a whole turn to get there. But if a boss is just walking through a space and there are minions there, it just steps on them. They're just small, squishy humans, and so squished.
So if he had moved here,
Yeah,
then
if
he
he
would
had
have
to move
killed
action.
my
This is the
minions
weird
Instantly.
like
It would've-
instantly. But
yeah,
because
you would've
I
taken
put
damage.
him here and I had minions here, I'm damaging him.
at the end of turn.
Yeah.
Yes.
But my minions are still alive.
No, they die.
No, they'll die.
Oh, they'll
yeah.
die.
Yeah. Minions immediately become damage as soon as they attack something.
Attack.
Yeah.
Sweet. All right, so we will go to our end step.
Okay.
We'll draw until we have 5 cards in hand.
Yep.
Uh,
Did either of you discard anything?
Nope.
Cool.
And
What do you
then
mean?
don't
did
worry
we
about it.
discard cards to activate abilities or anything like that?
I did
Which
one.
we didn't. You just played the card. You didn't discard it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And so then Matt, you take 3 damage, and these 3 die.
Womp, 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 womp.
Yeah. So
Okay.
like, so
All right.
this one is like an ability that you would activate that involves discarding a card, but just where it's got the discard a card as the cost.
Oh, to use the.
Yeah. Whereas when you just play a card from your hand, you aren't discarding it, you're just playing it.
All right. Time for me and Matt to make a comeback.
I don't know if you guys are particularly behind.
Well,
It's
we have
been a
6
pretty
damage on our
close
base,
game.
and you have, oh yeah, okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 4 crystals.
Well, yeah, I mean, Sophia's also at 7 damage on her. Like,
Sure.
You guys can put the 6 damage on our base whenever you want.
2 energy. Reroll this. 1 more crystal. Okay. So I have crystals finally, so I can do stuff with the cards in my hand. I'm not for Tainted Bond. I will play Identity Theft. I'll play Identity Theft. Whenever an opponent discards a card, I gain 1 crystal.
Ooh.
It's like a pun on real life identity theft.
What a funny topic.
I love the naming conventions of Nightmare. Actually, he's by far my favorite boss. Honestly, the reason he was put to the front of the line of being made is how much I like him when we were unlocking boss characters. All right, so I have 2. I can do. Ooh, we can do lore. That's cute. We can do Tainted Bond, but that does actively nothing at the moment. All right, what do you have? I'm pausing to figure out what I want to do next.
I'm doing these right. Yeah, all right.
How much crystals did you get? Okay, so that costs 3, 4 to do that part, and then you can.
Well, I have the one that makes it 1 less.
Yeah, I'm just
Yeah.
trying to figure out what you want to do. Oh, you want to use I think you want to use your crystal to, yeah, okay. So you want to use your crystal to destroy the thing that you're on, the forest you're on.
Okay.
Okay, yeah, so let's play Necronomicon.
Ooh, nice. That one's good.
So this is your discard.
Yeah.
So Matt's going to play
Play-
Necronomicon. Necronomicon is an upgrade that you may play an effect card in your discard pile. So you must pay for the crystal, then put that card on the bottom of your deck. It costs 2 energy to do that. So it's an upgrade that's a rebuy stuff, the Necronomicon.
Cool. And so that one costs 3 crystal?
3 crystals.
Yeah.
So I would then...
That's 2.
3. It's an upgrade.
Yeah, it's on effect, yeah.
Then you'll play Contagion for 1 crystal.
Yep.
That one is an effect.
Contagion is an effect. Whenever you destroy an enemy minion this turn, make a zombie in Cthulhu's space. So he'll make a zombie there anyways because of Forbidden Tomb. Pay 1 crystal to destroy the flower token. And then Matt will spend 2 energy to activate. Or sorry, he won't spend 2 energy yet. I lied. Just cast Zap.
Zap.
Zap. So you'll destroy a Fey warrior.
Yep.
And then you'll make 2 more
2
zombies.
Yep.
And then.
Because you'll make it from casting it and destroying a Fey, and then you'll Necronomicon again
Right.
on Zap
So that's 2. And zap.
to make 2 more zombies,
Yeah.
Okay. And Zap goes to the bottom of your library?
and then
The
Zap.
bottom of deck,
Yeah, Zap
yeah.
goes on the bottom.
Not the bottom of the discard pile, the bottom of the deck, yeah.
Wait, what?
So it goes here.
Oh, I see.
That was dumb because we went infinite with Necronomicon at one point.
Yeah.
There was at that point also ways for Cthulhu to gain energy using spells, which we realized was problematic. But we wanted to make sure there wasn't any way for Nightmare to be able in the long run there may be a boss that could go infinite, and we wanted to avoid that.
Right.
And also just repetitive gameplay. So
Yeah.
you now have 2 options. How many Fey Warriors are on that space?
1.
1.
But there is also a forest here.
No, there isn't. Oh,
On her space.
Oh,
yeah.
because we destroyed
Because you
the
killed the
things.
fairies there, yeah.
Oh, that's annoying. That's painful.
Yeah, ensnaring roots.
Cool.
You'll love to see it.
Okay, so can I help with that at all? No, I can't. Okay. Oh, but you can just attack Sam. Just Whitney's gonna survive, which is fine.
Me?
Or sorry, Sophia.
Whitney's definitely gonna survive. She's not even in the game.
What happened?
I keep
Yikes.
calling you Whitney.
Oh.
Okay, so then what I would do, you have no more zombies to make. Let me see what you have here. You do have the ability. Oh, you have no crystals either. So I would just move your zombies into Sam's space, man.
My space.
So you have all of these. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
That's 5 tokens.
Or so instead of moving them into Sam's space,
Do we just kill Sophia?
no, I think you just.
Well, she's got
I think
the-
you just move them into their base.
Oh. We
Well,
can't
there's
do
no way
that.
for them to get there right now, right? Because they'd have to walk through one of us.
Oh, sure. Okay. Oh yeah. So just attack Sam.
Alright.
But
Attack.
but I would just move this one into the base space.
Oh, yeah, okay.
So
If
that'll
only I
be
have
that'll be
So
2 energy.
Yeah.
Oh, only 2.
Yeah.
Okay. So our base will take 1 damage.
Well, that at the end of turn. Yeah. It's relevant because
he won't be able to make it. Yeah.
And then you have 2 energy. I would then also no. So you can cast this for free. Insanity.
Mm-hmm.
It only costs 1. I would just insanity him. Insanity Sam so that he can't move on his next turn
Yeah.
with Necronomicon with the last 2 energy you have.
Yeah.
So there is 1 energy.
There's 3
moving.
energy left. Yeah. So
Okay.
he used 1 energy to move them, 1 energy to move this. He had 5 left, and then the last 2 energy to do the thing.
And then now I'm doing.
And you just have 1 energy left that you can't use. Oh, I guess you could go fight Sam. Oh no, go fight Whitney.
I'm
Yeah.
not
You have
playing.
one- Sorry, go fight Sophia.
Okay, so not doing this?
You are doing that.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
he had
He had
1,
5.
2, 3, 4 to cast that 5
Yeah.
to move. Yep.
And then you move into Whitney's space.
Sophia.
Sophia.
Oh my god.
This is what happens when you quarantine with one person.
Okay. So, are we good? We did all the things.
No, I have my turn still. I'm gonna play Tainted Bond, which is no, not Tainted Bond. I'm gonna play. I'm just gonna keep my crystals. I'm gonna make a shadow minion,
Okay.
and they'll just let me keep. They'll just battle kill Faye Empress. And then I'll just save crystals for next turn because none of these do anything, and I can draw a card. Cool, draw a card, save 2 crystals, and we'll end our turn. So now damage happens. We gain Priestess.
So
Will
I will
die?
get 5 damage marked on me. Our base will get 1 damage marked on it. This zombie dies. These zombies die. Matt will take 1. This Fey Warrior will die. Sophia will die. Our base will take another 3.
So Priestess' abilities are a passive at the end of your team's turn. Heal 1 damage from each allied boss in a space or adjacent spaces. So I will be not healing because that has already happened, and that happens next turn.
And then, Sophia, I think you actually want to respawn into the same space.
Okay.
Because that way, on our turn, you can make some fairies, and yeah, and we can go ahead and kill Matt probably.
Great.
Cool.
So I respawn here.
Right there, yeah.
And my flower token's still there. Or my
Yep.
force. Okay. So do
Cool.
we roll?
Yeah. Camera's moving over
Oh boy.
to Sophia and Sam, not Whitney.
For
Yeah.
5 energy, 6 because of battery. I remembered it this time. I'm
Okay.
so proud of myself.
Not that one. Or that does get removed anyway, so yeah, it's all yours.
All right, all right. And then I need another 5 energies,
Here you go.
and also 4 crystals.
3, 4, 5 energy.
Awesome,
and
thank you.
There's 2.
I have enough crystals. That's fine. So I can put that one back and take these. All right. So I've
Okay,
got
I have 4 energy, 3 crystal, and I get to roll again.
Nice.
Oh, and I get another energy, and I get to roll again. Oh, and I get another energy, and I get to roll again. No. Another energy, and I'm rolling again.
Oh boy.
No. Oh,
Oh,
okay.
energy and crystal.
Energy
Okay.
and crystal.
Wow, that was incredible.
Yeah,
Dang.
not a lot, that roll.
I love it.
So I just got 4 crystal, 2, 4, 6, 8 energy. Got a lot of energy.
Oh yeah.
Hooray. Okay. Now. Okay. Which one?
It's a great question. What resources do you have? How much of everything?
I have
Alex, did you
6
deal the 1
energy.
damage to Matt from the Fey Warrior at the end of your guys' turn?
No.
Cool.
Okay, I have 4 crystal and 6 energy.
Awesome. So most likely, we're gonna use 6 energy to make minions
'Cause I'm
because
all
that
out,
way
right?
you'll be able to deal 4 total damage to Matt, which will be enough to kill him.
Okay.
And so then I think the question is going to be what we do with the crystals.
Yeah.
Oh, maybe we don't actually need to spend all of it. We might be able to do something a bit more efficient. We'll see.
Okay.
What's this one? If an effect shuts off movement but also kills the boss,
The boss
Is there
moves back.
movement?
The
But is
boss
there
will
movement
respawn.
limited next turn?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
That effect will last the next turn.
so we probably
So-
want to use that on Matt because
Okay.
then we can kill him and trap him in the base.
Great.
So you have 4 crystal. What's this one?
This which costs 1, 1.
Yeah, heal 3
4
damage.
crystals.
So that's pretty
You're gonna
good
get murdered, so you don't
if
need-
I'm able to stay in my space
You're
and
gonna
still do
spend,
good
like, running
stuff,
back.
which
Okay.
I might be able
No
to.
chances you don't die this turn are very low.
Okay.
Since they're both next to you.
Yeah. Okay, so I think that you're gonna use
These
two, and you're also gonna make some minions.
Okay, great. So I'm gonna make 4 minions. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Sweet. That uses all 8 energy.
2, 2, 4, 6, 8. Okay. And I'm gonna use these 2 cards. I'm going to use Thorned Grasp and Regrowth. So I'm going to deal 2 damage to a space.
Which is gonna be this
Which is
one.
going to be that one. Enemy
And-
bosses in that space can't move until my next turn. So
Okay.
Matt gets 2 damage, which effectively does what?
It's just gonna make it so that he's at 6.
Okay.
He'll
That way
die at the end of
we'll
turn.
yeah, we'll kill him this turn.
How are we going to kill him at the end of this turn?
Because you've got all of these minions in here,
Yeah.
and they're gonna punch him at end of turn.
Oh, okay. So, okay. And then,
And then regrowth makes it so that at the end of turn, if a boss and their minions haven't moved, they heal 3. And so this turn, I'm not gonna move. I'm gonna spend 2 crystal to play landmines, and I'm gonna put 3 landmine tokens in spaces around me. I'm gonna put 1 here, 1 here, and 1 here. So that'll be landmines. And then I will also play a second copy of Scrapper just to get it out of my hand.
okay.
And I will make 3 minions.
So you get 3 heals. Did you do that?
Not yet, yeah, because that'll happen at end of turn.
Okay.
Cool. And so now, oh, and I will sacrifice one of my minions to heal me for 1, so that I have sacrificed a minion this turn to get my extra die roll next turn.
Okay.
Cool. And so now we go to the end of the turn. We do damage. So 2 of our Fey Warriors will die,
Okay.
and that'll kill Matt. I will heal 3,
Okay.
and we will
So you guys base will take 3 more, and we will draw up to 5.
Okay, and what about this landmine token?
That'll just stay there, and then when an enemy moves into that space, it'll deal 1 damage, and they won't be
Okay.
able to move until their next turn.
Okay. And then, Matt, you can't move until your next turn.
So
Until our next
Until
turn.
my next turn.
okay.
So you're trapped in whatever. You get to pick which space you spawn in, but you're trapped there for this turn.
You're right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I would go here.
Okay.
There's no reason not to just be slightly closer.
Right.
These are better if you're trying to get to the neutral camps. This is
Mhm.
better if you're trying to
Got it.
Okay.
get to the
Cool.
middle.
So
And
that's
then-
our end of turn.
Yeah, and now we draw up
I
to
draw up
5.
to 5.
Yeah, so what's really interesting is the different, like, almost synergies that each team has. Your team is so much more based around, like, gumming up the board with landmines and flower tokens.
Yeah.
While ours is much more about, like, kind of doing control effects to kill stuff that you're doing while also gaining advantages from, like, what we're casting with the effect spells that we have.
Yeah, it's definitely interesting for sure.
I mean, at some point, we're eventually going to have Matt target
So
you guys with
is
his
our
discard ability.
flower tokens, my flower token's the same as your landmine token, basically.
Not quite. So my landmines are also detrimental to bosses, not just minions. Because now, like, if I have a landmine here, and so
Mm-hmm.
like Alex can't come to our base this way because he would hit this landmine and then be stuck here.
Okay.
He has to come this way. Whereas the flower tokens only shut down minions; they don't stop
Oh,
bosses.
so why would I want to be Alana Faye Empress if I could be?
Because these go away. So
Yeah,
so if I
mine
walk
get
in this
blown
space,
up
this is
easily.
1 damage, it goes away.
Yeah.
If I go here with a flower token, I have to take my boss here and do a crystal. If I have like an army of minions, they can just walk right to the base.
Yeah.
They'll like die on the way, but in every turn they can get there.
Okay, so the mine attack minions, yours attacks the boss.
They're similar, but they're slightly different.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
You
Definitely
also
pros
have
and cons.
you also have more efficient ways of making flower tokens. Sam has to
And-
like use specific cards or
Okay.
his cantrip.
And you can also teleport to yours, right? Like you can teleport us or them to forest spaces, and I can't do that with landmines.
Can you do that actually really quick? Can I?
Yeah.
I could use a ride.
Yeah.
Okay, so now this gets removed, and then we roll for the turn. Ready? Matt?
Yep.
So you roll 5.
I do.
Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Camera.
Oh yeah. And 4 energy. Get some energy. Hello. It is our turn. The Nightmare's turn is now. I will use that energy to go there, and then I just want you to discard cards. So I want to get there because I want to be near you. And I don't have minions, so yeah.
That's really sweet, Alex.
1, 2. I'm gonna do 1 movement here. I guess I'll just move Priestess onto my space.
Cool.
Let her be a shield. And then also let me protect my health and start healing me every turn. Okay, and then I need to get you to discard with my 4 crystals. Did I say I have 2? Oh, I have 6 crystals. Yes. Okay, cool. Do I care about any other card in my hand? Nope. Nope.
Are you gonna play the like
Ooh, I do like that.
we all
card.
discard our hands effect?
That exists.
It sure does.
That is a thing I could do this turn, or I could do
Interesting.
these 2 this turn, but then I get no benefits from discard effects. Okay, so you can't move, but you have a lot of energy.
Yeah. Zombie.
Or you can replay effects from your yard, but
Yeah.
you can't hit any of us because of Fog of War. So
So contagion, no, convert, Dawn of the Dead. Oh, you just Dawn of the Dead. You don't have money. You don't have any money though, right?
Yeah.
yeah.
I have 1.
Yeah. So
Yeah,
I
it
would.
sounds like you're making a bunch of zombies.
I would just make I would make some zombies and move them.
yeah.
You can like.
Yeah.
Oh, you have these zombies.
But those
Like,
zombies
very
are
far
completely
away.
shut out.
Well,
they can go
they
onto this.
Yeah, I
but-
would just start hitting Snare Spider, I guess.
Okay. So that's
That's 1 energy
1 energy
to move them up here,
Okay.
and then I would just make a bunch of zombies.
Yeah. So 1, 2, 3 zombies. To go where on my spot?
Yeah.
Cool.
And then, do I want to? How many cards is Sam? He has Sam, so I feel like he has just so much stuff in play. Sophia gets time locked. I don't do as much as I think I'm gonna not do that. I'm gonna play Hallucinations, which is basically Forbidden Tomb, but for discard. So whenever an opponent discards a card, make a shadow in Nightmare space.
Okay.
And then I'm going to play Madness, targeting Sophia or Sam. Sam, you roll 2 less dice next turn.
Okay.
And then that kind of puts me at the end of my turn. So then Snare Spiders take 2 damage.
Yep.
Zombies die. This is revealed to be Cerberus, which is a pet monster. I heal 1 from Priestess.
Okay.
And then that's it. That's our turn.
All right. Here we go.
And we drop back up to
I am only rolling 3 because once again, Alex is a jerk. What a shock. All
We're
right.
Team Madness.
I'll get 4 more energy and 1 more crystal.
That is something that I hope will happen with battle bosses. That each of the different 2-player team comps can get names.
A nickname, yeah.
Because there's
guilds.
If you what is it? There's how many combos? 8.
8
different
choose
bosses.
2 is 8 factorial divided by 6 factorial. 2 factorial is 8 by 7 over 2 is 4 by 7 is 28.
28. Okay, so we need 28 different team names. Internet.
What did you just do?
So there's a way in math that Sam knows how to do because he just did.
Yeah. What was the question?
How many different combinations of bosses are there if there are with 8 bosses?
Yeah. And so because it's a combination where order doesn't matter, the way
Yeah.
that you calculate it is
2 by 2 by 2 by 2.
no, because so for the first one you have 8 choices, and then
Yeah.
for the second boss you have 7 choices for each of the different ones.
So you just count down. So
Kind
8,
of.
7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Oh yeah.
which
yeah.
is a factorial. But then
Right.
because the order doesn't matter, if order mattered, then there would be 8 by 7 by 6 by 5 by 4 by 3. But because order doesn't matter, it's just
8 plus
8 by
7.
7 divided by 2.
Right. Did
We-
you take
hey,
the
we can-
GMAT or something?
Wow. This is This-
I majored in
this stream
statistics.
is getting
Ah,
deep.
that's why.
Yeah, we-
Statistics major.
Yeah,
So-
we could talk about
Any
combinatorics.
There's 26 combos excluding 28 combos excluding double nightmare teams or double Cthulhu teams,
Right,
which
right.
would then make it 36.
Well, then you.
Well, there's just 8 more. There's
Would
8
you
more
go to
combos.
college?
Yeah. You
understand.
just
So it's
count 8
36.
doubles.
Yeah, just
I went to 3 different schools. Fun fact.
Really? Did
I
you study? Did you
graduated
major
at
in
UCI.
statistics at all of them?
Well, I only graduated with my major in quantitative economics, but I studied statistics at 2 of my schools. Yeah.
Oh, so what's the where did you graduate? UCI?
Yeah,
What's
UC
that?
Irvine.
Oh, UC Irvine.
Yeah. 30
So you're a
miles
genius.
down 405. No.
Well, he
Quantitative
had to
economics?
get through 3 schools to get there. in your defense, I didn't succeed at the finalizing part, and I went to 4. So
Where was the first 2 schools?
University of Arizona was my first
Ah.
one. It was way too much of a party school for me.
Say, huge party school.
Yep,
yeah.
yep. And then my second one was University of New Mexico, and then I moved here. Yeah.
for the
Wow.
sake of time, you have
Let's
all
go.
of our turn to discuss.
This is true.
Okay, I
Sam's
rolled.
life.
I got my things. And naturally not sure what to do next.
Okay, so I'm gonna start by playing Recharge.
Okay.
So I'm gonna gain 3 more energy because each of you is at least 2 spaces away from me.
Yeah, I like something along the realm of get off of my lawn, get out of off my land for the gun, tank, and forest character.
It's pretty decent.
That both are do not come here. Here's a bunch of stuff in your way.
I will
This is madness for our team.
send. So I'm gonna spend 2 energy to send these to 4 spaces because of my treads upgrade,
Yep.
and then
You're not moving for a while.
No.
You're just defending our base.
Yeah.
and then
Your
I'll spend
opponents cannot move.
6 energy
It's okay. I'm gonna do this on our turn.
to make 3 more minions.
Yeah.
As long as I have enough crystals.
Mm-hmm.
I will use Hoover boots, not hover boots, to move over here.
Oh, that's okay. We fixed that.
Yeah. It's,
Macabot's kit is currently the
I'm
the
joking.
Gamma kit.
and then once I'm there, I will use Scrapper to sacrifice one of my drones
Mhm.
to get 1 more crystal, and then I will spend both of my crystals to play landmines.
Okay. Okay.
And I will gum up the board even more. 1, 2, 3. Alright, that's everything from me.
Okay. Sophia.
Okay, so I think I want to do.
The other reason we're
These
taking
3?
turns between
I
each
love
person on
it.
our team playing
do?
is because it allows us to
This
tell
one maybe
you what's
not,
happening.
because we can't.
In a normal
kill
game,
any
you would
of
just
their
do what you're
minions.
going to do,
Okay.
and
But
you
I
wouldn't
love
like
both
walk
of
through the camera
these,
on every move.
Because it lets us get rid of things like Alex's that lets him make minions when we discard cards. That one's really bad for us.
Okay,
so we want to blow
destroy
that up. Yeah, totally.
So I'm going to activate my Naturalize card and destroy an upgrade with cost X.
So Alex, I think your Ancient Tomb effect costs 3. Is that right?
Yes.
It says
Hallucinations.
spend X energy as you play this.
Yeah. So we'll spend 3 energy, and then you'll destroy that upgrade because it costs 3.
Because he pays 3 on it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
exactly.
Okay. So.
Bye,
Pew,
hallucinations.
naturalize.
And then I'm placing a forest token on a space.
Yep.
That's a free card.
Yep. It just has to be within Fog of War, so just anywhere.
So you
Place a
can-
forest
You might
token
actually want to go
on-
ahead and use 1 energy to move here, so that you
Okay.
can have Fog of War out into the neutral camps too.
Here.
Yeah. So you can place it anywhere in
Should
the
I
void.
keep my minions with me?
No, the fairies stay there,
Okay.
and so now you get to put the forest wherever you want. I mean, not quite wherever you want,
Yeah.
but
Anywhere in this pink, purple, or blue.
Right here. Here. Here.
So
And
you
not
actually-
in these spaces. Sorry, we're telling you anywhere, and then we keep coming up with rules that you can't. Anywhere in the pink, the purple, the blue, you can place a token.
we have a lot of their movement locked down coming into our space already. I
Mm-hmm.
think what we want to do is try to lock them out of coming into the jungle now.
So should I put it here?
Yeah, I like that.
Okay, and then I
You can also now
two
teleport here.
more.
True.
So why don't I use another one, take a forest token on another space?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, and you can pick
so-
either here or here is what I would do next.
Did you say here?
Yeah. Yeah, I love it.
All right. Turn
Done.
complete.
Cool. So we
Okay.
go to the end of our turn. We'll deal 2 damage here. We'll kill the snare spider. Y'all can't move. I'll draw 3 cards.
I draw 3 cards as well. I know, 2 cards.
Braffin called out Sam and Sophia as the team Frank in accounting.
Frank in accounting.
Wow.
What's that?
That's your team name.
I feel so
Wait,
affronted.
is that from like
This
The
team
Office?
is Frank in accounting.
Is that from The Office?
It's like Fran in accounting, but the male version of Fran is Frank.
What's
Dang.
Fran in accounting?
It's like a
Frank.
meme.
Frank
accounting.
in accounting?
Yeah.
Fran in accounting is like a meme about like the office lady who works in accounting and things that she says. Frank is the male version of
Okay,
Fran.
so
Of
we-
Fran in accounting.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Frank in accounting.
Yeah.
It's like a Karen or like a
So why are we Fran in accounting?
because
we're
of all the
great.
because all the
because
mouth
math.
allegations. Your team is not that. Your squad is not that. You yourselves. All right, so
Feels
we can't
stereotyped.
move. And so we roll. me roll die. I have a bunch of crystals. I have exactly how many crystals I was hoping I would have.
Yeah, that's a lot of crystals. Holy cow.
I don't get the minions I want because Sophia's a jerk. You don't roll 4 die this turn. Yeah, so okay.
You mean I don't roll 5?
You don't roll 5. Yeah. While you figure out how much resources you have, I'm just going to do my thing. Sam,
Am I discarding everything?
you and an opponent each discard your hands.
Okay.
And then you each pick 3 cards in your discard piles to shuffle back into your decks.
Ah, nifty.
So we discard our hands. How many cards did you discard? I believe it
5.
was 5.
Yep.
Cool. I'm going to deal with my triggers on that.
You don't get to make minions, thankfully.
I get 5 crystals, though.
Oh, that's incredible.
And then I get to heal 1. Yeah, so not as good as it was supposed to be, but close. And then I will not have cards in hand, so I can't use those crystals. Can't move, but I will heal again one day. Okay, I'm done.
I'm going to shuffle in Fusion Core, and you get to pick. Did you pick your 3 that you're shuffling in?
Yeah,
I'm
I
picking
can just
Fusion
do
Core,
that for a
Saw Blade,
second.
and.
Alright, so you have a lot of crystals.
Battery,
Playing
right.
this lets you just stack stuff, which is nice. Yeah, so you can play that and just prepare, and then you can just start going off on these.
But they're not in the same space.
Eventually they will. Like you'll eventually. We can't do this now, right? Because you
Right.
can't target anything that's
Right,
new.
right.
Yeah, you can't even target these yet.
Yeah.
So
So just play this.
yeah, just replay that,
Okay.
and then make 2 more zombies.
Okay. Alright, I'm playing a Forbidden Tomb, which stacks on my other one, so whenever I play an effect, I get 2 zombies.
Cool.
And that would be 3 of these.
And then you use your 4 energy to make 2 zombies.
And yeah.
I'm shuffling 2 cards then. Alright, I'll shuffle Insomnia. Is it 3 cards or 2 cards? It's 3 cards.
3.
So
Yeah.
and I'll do Insomnia and Mad or Echoed Voice. So Insomnia, Echoed Voice, and Hallucinations.
Cool.
Cool. Matt, you done?
Yeah.
Me too. Cool. We're done.
Alrighty. Our turn. I will roll 5 dice with my 0 cards in hand. You'll love to see it.
Why don't you have 0 cards?
Because Alex is a jerk. He made
Yep.
me discard my whole hand.
Yep.
Oh, that's fucked up. How'd you do that?
I'm going to get 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 because of battery. So 8 energy and also some rerolls.
Alright, I got 2
So
energy
before
and
your
4
turn,
crystals.
what you want?
7.
is like
8.
you want.
1 crystal.
Well, we're gonna see what this is. We might just want to get that, but you
And
want.
then I've got 2
just,
rolls.
just start moving up and getting stuff.
I will get 2 more energy and 2 more rolls. Oh boy, I'm popping off.
Oh,
I got
let me
4
move the
crystals.
camera onto you, y'all.
And then 3 crystal and 1 energy. 1 and 3. And Alex, you have like a ton of health right now, right?
I am. Yeah. I plus. Right now to kill me, you have to do 14 damage to my space.
Nifty.
This is
You
why
need how much damage?
14.
Why?
Because I have the priestess in my space.
So you have like extra life?
She provides. Oh, I do draw up to 5 cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. She provides healing, or you have to kill her first, and she heals me every turn.
So I will start by using my ultimate. So I'm gonna spend 8 energy to make 6 drones.
Then I think I'm probably just gonna take this camp is my plan for this turn.
Okay.
Just because I'm so limited in what I can do.
Okay. I was thinking I want to use these 2 cards because I have 5 crystals. So upgrade to these.
Yeah, those are both great.
Or I could do this one instead of this one, but
No, I like
I think
both of
these
these a
are
lot,
better, yeah.
especially because it's gonna be hard for them to leave our base. Yeah.
okay. So I am upgrading.
So there's Kiara the Flower Throne, which is whenever she plays an effect, she can deal 1 damage to an enemy boss's space. And Bloom, which is whenever she makes a fairy in Alana's space, she can make it in a forest instead.
I can make it in this space with a forest token instead.
So if you make a fairy, you can make it here instead of on your space.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or here.
I'm in
Or
here,
here. Or
Yep.
here.
So
All of those
I
forests.
can do that now.
Yes.
Yeah.
So I'm going to make a minion and put it here.
Sure.
You can also, there is a forest
Wherever.
token on my space, so you can.
But putting it on your space is bad, right? Does
Well, it
Priestess
kills-
heal herself?
No.
Okay, cool.
So you can kill Priestess.
I can't.
You have to do 5 damage to her, but she is a barrier to you damaging me.
So would I want to put my minion there?
We could just take out Priestess. I'm kind of
But
inclined
it's only 1.
I'm kind of inclined to wait because I'm gonna take out Cerberus this turn.
Okay.
And then I think that we want to kind of like attack them all at once and try to burst them down as opposed to just doing like a point of chip damage. So I think I want to put it either here or here.
Right, he
Okay.
fights,
Yeah.
and then you can't go.
What do you do?
Works for me.
Oh, cool. I love it.
He's a good boy.
Yeah, so I'm going to spend
Boys.
2 energy to move my 6 drones in my space 4 spaces because of treads. So I'm going to go 1, 2. Or 1, 2, 3, 4. Yep. I'll move them there. And then I will sacrifice a drone to gain a crystal because I want to make sure that I get my extra die next turn. So I'll sacrifice this drone over here. And I will move my other drone into my space with my last energy. That's it from me. So we'll go to the end of our turn. We'll draw up to 5.
Okay.
My 6 drones will deal 6 damage to Cerberus.
Yep. I just like that you were able to
To one-shot a camp.
do stuff even though I took away your hand.
Yeah, well, you know.
It's actually one of
I
the
have like
interesting
42
things.
upgrades in play.
It is significantly less good. This is kind of Michael's point on the card. Costing Despair was maybe the hardest thing for us to figure out in battle bosses.
Yeah.
Because on one hand, it's X amount of crystals, target opponent can't cast spells on their next turn. So if you could do it on like turn 3 in 1v1, it's backbreaking. But on
Right.
but they like draw back up, so they don't really lose any resources. They just lose tempo off of the play. And if they roll crystals, they get to just save them for the next turn. So it's really just time walking them, kind of.
Yeah.
But then if
yeah.
they have an energy heavy roll, they can just do the thing. So
Right.
it doesn't even matter.
Yep.
All right.
Yep.
So on our turn, all damage is done. I don't know if I was paying attention to any damage. I
Yes,
needed. All right,
I'm
so-
pretty sure.
So flips over. We got Dwarf Knight.
Oh wait, I do have my Cerberus pet somewhere.
Oh, it is on. Yeah, here. Here's the tile.
Cool.
All right. So we're rolling. Can I get it? Oh, I have that on right now. 4 crystals. So I am crystal rich. 3 energy. And then I will re-roll this. More energy. And an energy and a crystal. Give me one of these crystals. Alright, so 4 energy and all the crystals I could ever want. Okay, I think I want to get rid of this forest token. Okay, we can move now.
I can barely move.
Well, but you can like move up to here and destroy that
Yeah.
flower token, which I think really what like we kind of need to get rid of all this gum.
Yeah.
Can I see your discard pile?
Yes. Have fun. It's almost every card in my deck.
Yeah. So what happens when your deck runs out? Is your discard pile just shuffles into your deck?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have
just for
4
the
cards
internet.
remaining in my deck. and 5 in my hand for now.
Somehow I suspect that I might go down.
I like that. That's cool.
I don't like that you like something.
Okay, so I'm going to play Mirror, which if my opponent rolls an extra die on their turn, I roll an extra die on my next turn.
What?
At the beginning of your turn, roll an extra die if an opponent rolled an extra die on their last turn.
Okay, so it doesn't stack for
It does
both
not
of us.
stack. Yeah.
Cool. Okay.
I will also play Hypnosis. I'm just getting all my extra dice cards in place. At the start of your turn, you may have an opponent shuffle 2 cards of their choice from their discard pile into their deck. If I have them do that, I get to roll an extra die.
Yep.
I am also going to play Echoed Voice. Play an effect from someone else's graveyard this turn.
Okay.
I'm going to play Recharge, so I get 3 extra energy.
I am exactly 2 spaces away. Okay,
Yeah.
cool. Yep.
And it's just if each one of us is 2 or more spaces away.
Who's in the lead right now, or who has the most damage?
So right now we are behind. Team Madness.
No, I named you Team Blink 182.
Oh, Team Blink 182 is currently behind, though we are a little bit more benefited at the we might have a chance here. We're on our turn. I'm going to spend 1 more crystal to get rid of this forest token. Get out of here, forest token. I am going to move Priestess 1 space.
Okay. She'll take 1.
She'll take 1 and will not be able to move the remainder of the turn.
Yep.
I will then move Nightmare 2 spaces. One, 2.
Onto the space with me and my drone.
Yep, into your
Cool.
space, taking 1 damage from the drone. Oh, whoops! I did that backwards. Sorry. Before I do that, I'm playing Eerie Aura. Pretend I didn't move there yet. Now I move into that space.
What does Eerie Aura
Eerie
do?
Aura is whenever Nightmare enters a space with an enemy boss, they discard a card.
Okay.
So then you discard a card. I heal 1 damage. I deal 1 damage to you. Just here's your damage. And then I gain a crystal. So whenever an opponent discards a card, I deal 1 damage. I made you discard a card, which goes over here. That's movement. And then whenever I heal, I healed, and I gained a crystal. And then I will use my other 2 energy. I guess I can just do that. That's sweet. I'm going to use my other 2 energy. Oh, I can't. Okay, I'm gonna make 1 shadow token in this space.
Okay.
What's your damage at? Okay.
2.
And I'm gonna make. Do I want crystals to draw cards? No, I'll just make another shadow mini. I like the card I have in my hand. All right, your turn.
Well,
I finally could do stuff.
okay, so.
So I would just move into
Yeah,
here.
destroy that.
So 1, 2.
Wait, zombie.
They're staying behind.
Yeah.
1, 2.
Okay.
So
So you take a damage.
Take a damage.
And then I'll pay the 1.
1 to get rid of that flower
cards.
token.
Yeah.
Cool.
And then now you can kind of do. So Sophia, see the difference between the 2. So now Matt can move.
Yeah.
In play, even though he stepped on a forest token, where because my priestess stepped on that landmine token, she's stuck on this space. And then you can kind of
moving.
Yeah, we can go just beat up. Oh, you can't beat up Mechabot because of that, but
Yep.
we can go get rid of that flower token and be next to Mechabot,
Right.
and then you can move the Famperus or whatever.
Yeah. Let's do that.
Okay.
So you got
1,
2 energy.
2 more energy.
yeah.
Pew! You take 1 damage and can't move.
And then you're spending a crystal, right? I'm assuming to get rid of that
Yeah.
flower token.
Oh yeah, yeah, I already did.
All right, cool. And then you can move your zombies just one space up if you want.
Okay.
Cool. And then you have a bunch of crystals that play a bunch of spells, and you
Right.
can now hit people, which is cool. So you can, with the crystals you have
What
left,
cards do you have in hand? That way we can start thinking about what we're doing.
this to get a crystal.
There.
There's only 2 fairies left, so you can do one of those
Okay.
to get a crystal off of
Do
it.
that.
You just don't. It actually
So you
it,
get a
it,
high
co- it's
crystal
free.
roll next turn. We
So
can,
I-
we
it's
can probably
free.
do a lot of
It's free.
damage.
So and then you get 2 zombies in your space.
Cool.
And so destroys those 2 fairy tokens. You play a card
What?
horror, destroy up to 2 enemy minions in the same space and get 1 crystal.
Okay.
And then I would cast drain. Just because you can literally do it twice. You just
Oh,
do
yeah.
4 damage to.
He has 2 copies in hand.
Well, he has nothing. Oh, he doesn't have. Can't use.
Yeah,
nothing.
no more energy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you can just cast drain once.
Yeah.
Cool.
Who do you want to target?
Like 1 zombie.
Yeah.
You don't
We
know.
probably go.
Let's do as much damage as possible to Sam because
Yeah,
we can
I think
just
you'll end
kill
up.
him
I
this
think
turn.
you end up 1 short. By
One
my count.
short.
Yeah, because I'll be 4 marked on me, and then at the end of turn you deal 3.
Okay.
So we could kill Sam this turn, but I'd rather you save your stuff.
Right.
Let me see if there's anything else. No. Okay.
Okay.
Oh, actually, we can kill. No, we can't. Okay, cool. Yeah, we end. So
Okay, so I take 3.
this counts down 1.
These die.
These die.
So I have a total of 7 damage marks on me.
Get the dice back. All right, switching teams. Team. Fran in accounting. Frank in accounting.
Frank and accounting. Yeah.
Be camera ready.
Yep. Okay, Matt has 2 damage. Alex has 0.
Yes.
All right. So I'm getting 7 energy. 8 because of battery, so that's good. 5, 6, 7, 8 energy, 1 crystal, and 1 reroll, which is 1 crystal and 1 energy. Okay, sorry, no worries.
Probably. That's so bad. We're just threw crystals everywhere.
Jeepers.
Jeepers, mister. There. Those are just now easier to grab. That's not your way, Sophia.
Okay.
I would say from a time perspective, we should just take our turns. You don't have to like walk through every move.
What do you mean?
Just you can go at the same time. I'm saying.
Oh, well, we will.
I drew my die.
Oh dear.
Well, that's over there, and I got this one for you. Okay, I only got 3 crystals.
So you want to play, if you can play at least 1 effect, so that you'll deal 1 damage to Alex, then I can kill him this turn.
Okay, place it, so I can either use this one, place a forest
It's gonna
token
be a
in
deal.
the space.
You're gonna have to protect the squad.
And if they're
Why?
Because they're gonna kill me apparently.
Forest taken.
Putting us at 12, so that means they can
That's
deal.
pretty good.
That is one thing that's kind of interesting. You only have, so you have 3 crystal, right?
Yeah.
What if? Let me double check this one really quickly.
Uh-huh.
So
I have
if
a
you
lot of
use
effects.
that, and then
This?
but that doesn't let you move them in
Oh.
directly. Sorry,
It's okay.
I'm thinking. And which one is this? That one makes 2 and then you move them? Okay, so we can't be all that efficient. How much energy do you have? 4?
4.
Okay, so you have 3 zombies here. So if you play Thievery, move there, you get +3, so a net of +2 crystals puts you at 4. And then you could,
Oh, so then I get 1 crystal, but I'm bad ones.
yeah, so because you'd kill all 3 zombies, you would gain a total of, you'd net 2, so you'd end up at 5 total, which would then let you play a 3 and a 2. So I think I like that. I think I
Okay.
like starting with Thievery, moving 2 spaces into Cthulhu.
With my energy.
Right.
Okay, so
Yeah, so we play Thievery first.
Okay,
So now whenever you kill a minion, you get crystal.
and I kill.
And then you kill 3 minions.
Zombies.
Yep. And you
So
take
I
3
get
damage.
3 crystal,
Mm-hmm.
and I get rid of. I get what?
And because you played an effect, you get to deal 1 damage, which will deal to Alex, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or
So
Matt, because I.
yeah,
doesn't
either
matter.
way, as long as you deal at least 1 damage to Alex.
Okay.
Is
so
all that
to
I ask.
Alex.
'Kay.
I was just wondering. Okay, I can do either or. Okay.
Yeah.
And then now I have 6 crystal. Or do I have 5? I didn't think.
Okay.
Oh, you should have
she-
5.
Oh, so she took all the
So I have
damage, or did you
5.
kill all the zombies?
Yeah, so she used Thievery and then she moved in here. So
Okay.
she took 3 damage and got 3 crystal.
Got it.
And now I want to place. Okay, now I have 5 crystals, so I can do more.
Mm-hmm.
So what should I do now?
Now we should, I
This
think,
one?
use this one and
That one.
yes.
Okay, so make 2 fairies. Then move all fairies in Alana's space. Up to 3 spaces. So I can move her?
You can only move the fairies, but I
Oh.
think you actually want to keep them
Together?
there.
Okay. And then that puts 1 damage on you too, Alex.
At the end of oh okay.
'Cause
Actually now you
because
can
of my
ping Matt
effect.
because you did the 1 damage that you need to
Okay,
Alex,
well,
so I can finish him
have
off
2
from there.
damages to do for each.
Cool. Then yeah, shoot him
So
at
1 for
Matt.
you and 1 for Alex.
What-
Because now I'm placing a forest token in a space.
Well, I think he's saying do both the Matt.
Yeah, just
Oh,
shoot Matt
okay.
with both, and then
Okay.
Get blasted.
And then
It's
place
about
a
wrecking
forest
you.
token in a space.
I see nothing. I don't see a single damage on
and
me.
a fairy on 2 different adjacent spaces. So wait, what does this one mean?
yeah, so now you get to pick any space to put a forest in. I think it's probably just gonna be this one again.
Okay.
And then you'll make a fairy here and here, I think.
And here. Okay.
Or oh, actually, you know what? Because you already have fairies here, we shouldn't put the forest there. I'm wrong.
Okay.
Because when they die, we get to make a forest there for free.
Okay, so.
So let's put it like up here,
Okay.
and then we can put 1 more in Matt's space, and 1 that's just kind of in the jungle somewhere.
Okay.
And then for mine, I'm gonna spend 6 crystal
Still 2 energy.
to use Fusion Core and EMP.
Okay. Read them out loud. I don't know what
Yeah,
they do.
so Fusion Core is the one that I had earlier in the game, where at the
Okay.
beginning of my turn I can have you guys shuffle stuff into my deck to give me an extra
Sure.
die on my turn. And EMP is if a drone does damage to an enemy boss this turn, that boss cannot move on their turn.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna spend 8 energy to use my ultimate and make 6 drones in my space.
Okay.
And then I'm ready to. Oh, and then I will
Two
use
energy.
my 1 remaining energy to move Cerberus right there.
What do I
Move.
do?
Okay. Okay.
I
Go
have
ahead.
2
And,
remaining energy.
You can either make a forest somewhere or just make one more fairy. Oh, making one more fairy will make it so that we kill Matt. So let's just make one more
Okay.
fairy.
Alright.
Okay, then we go to our end step. Alex, you'll take 7. And because of
Yeah.
EMP, you won't be able to move next turn.
Matt
Cool.
takes 4.
Matt takes 4. Is Matt dead too?
Yep.
Okay, so we'll just take 6 to the squad.
And because a fairy token died here, we go ahead and make a forest there.
Here.
Yep.
We are at 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15.
We have 5.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So if they do 5 more damage to us, so kill one of us. If they kill both of us one more time, we lose. Or if they kill one of us and then deal 2 more damage to the base, we lose.
Right.
Yeah. So
And
that's the
then
thing.
we will draw for our turn.
And I cannot move,
Okay.
which
So I draw
makes a lot of
3.
my normal game plan slightly worse. But we do. I get to roll 2 extra dice this turn. Ooh, not the best. Okay, so we got 4 crystals. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 crystals. 2 more. So I have 8 crystals. 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, because I had 2, and then I get 3 energy. And then you have to shuffle 2 of these into my deck.
Mm.
Oh no, I
Yeah.
choose them. Wait, at the start of your turn, you may have an opponent shuffle 2 cards of their choice from their discard pile. You shuffle 2 cards into your deck.
Oh, I shuffle 2 of my
I'm gonna
cards?
Choose Sophia.
Oh, okay. So we get to pick our 2 best and shuffle them back in.
Or 2 bats.
Yeah, Alex has an effect that makes it so that we're shuffling cards back into your deck.
I play Insomnia, which lets me, if I enter a spot with an enemy boss, I lose life. Okay, so you can move. So you're like our
Basically,
main.
I can move?
You're allowed to move. I can't move.
Okay.
Mana efficient.
So, and this is
But I only have
So-
2.
And now we're really close to killing them. I think that we want to just prioritize things that make minions
I think
and
we
then
wanna
just try to run the
be
minions into the base,
defensive
basically.
this
Okay,
turn.
so make 2 fairies.
'Cause
Or deal 1 damage to a space and move 2 fairies to a space.
Yeah, I like that one a lot. Yeah.
So
And
they're too
then-
far away. So the Fog of War. You can get a Dwarf Knight this turn. Oh no, you can't. We have 2 energy, right? You can just cast a bunch of spells.
Yeah, but like.
Oh, you
these are really-
you should go back here
Okay.
Move any boss
when you
to a
respawn.
space
So if
with
you
a
move 1,
forest.
2, you can start hitting them with stuff. So we can kill Sam this turn.
That one's reasonable.
Pretty sure you move my guy.
What?
You
Deal
move my
2
guy.
damage to
Yeah,
a space.
yeah,
and
1,
enemy
2.
bosses in that
Okay.
space.
So that's your
Until
energy.
your next turn. I like that.
And then
That one's
you want to
reasonable,
just
for sure,
cast
for sure.
spells. So
Cool.
I would drain. Do you have drain available?
No, but
Well, you
I
have the
have.
depths.
I have. Yeah.
And you have oh, you have no energy though. Let me see what you have. Oh, because you cast drain last time. Sam, what are you at? Life total?
I have 7 damage marked on me.
So we can kill Sam this turn. Like without even trying.
Uh-huh.
So I would cast this, the depths,
Yeah. And get
drain,
drain. Yeah.
um,
Drain.
and then use drain, which costs 2.
Yeah.
I
And
will die
then-
and respawn there.
And then you respawn, die and respawn. And
got
then
3 more
I would
damage on our
cast
base.
Summon,
So it takes us from 7 up to 10.
making the
Five,
don't cast summon.
8,
You don't need to.
9,
Oh, because you already
10.
that zombie already exists. You literally don't have enough zombies to do that with. And then I can't hit you with any of these things. Cool. I can't move this turn. Right. What's the exact wording on it?
If a drone does damage to an enemy boss this turn, that boss cannot move on their next
okay.
turn.
So I can move minions and stuff.
Mhm.
Cool. I am going to bring Priestess back. Or just like use her to clear dump landmines. Yeah, I'm gonna use her. I'm gonna clear that one landmine.
Yep. She'll get a 2nd damage marked on her and be frozen.
I have a space for her damage,
Oh, cool.
so that I don't think is there.
She stepped on 2. Oh, yeah, okay, cool.
Yeah.
Yep, yep. Because we didn't know.
Yeah.
Sweet.
not close enough to you with my boss. Move any boss 3 spaces. Yeah, cool. I'll make a shadow token, I guess, for defensive purposes in my space.
Okay.
Just gonna leave it there. You're out of things. You just have dollars, but we don't have anything to spend those dollars on, basically. Cool. All right. We are done.
Okay.
Turn.
So I don't get an extra roll from Electromagnet, but I do get one from Fusion Core. Alex, you can go ahead and pick 2 to shuffle into my deck. Wah! Alright, I will get 4, 5, 6 energy and 4 crystals, so 7 energy total because of battery.
We're losing soon,
4,
it feels like.
5, 6.
I'm going to continue being defeated all weekend. This is what happens when you start
7.
the Gen Con off being like, I think I'm the best Battle Bosses player of all time. And then, as the designer of the game.
No.
Yeah, not a good look for you.
I know. I feel let down by my own skills.
Okay. All right. Okay. How come I never got to use an extra dice?
Because we haven't had a turn where you only had exactly 1 fairy deal damage to them. That one is a lot easier to pull off when there's not as much happening on the board. The more that's happening, the more interaction that there will be and the more damage dealt total.
Okay. So, let's see. I would like to deal 2 damage to a space. Enemy bosses in that space can't move until my next turn.
Cool. Yeah, doing that there seems great.
Okay, so, and then that also gives another damage because I'm playing an effect. So should I put 3 damage in that space? Or
Well, so
should I
yeah,
give
one of them will
to
go.
Matt?
One of them will go to Matt in particular because this pings a boss, right?
Yeah.
Oh no, it's to the space. Okay, yeah. So that'll kill all 3 of his zombies. Which
Deal 2 damage to a space. Okay, so that's 3 damages to that
So
space.
if we can talk a little bit louder.
That's 3 damages to that space.
Mhm. And then Matt won't be able to move next turn, so it'll kill all 3 zombies. And Matt, you're gonna be locked in place
Okay.
Why can't he move?
because it's which card is it?
This one. Or sorry, this one. Deal
Thorn
2
Grasp.
damage. Thorn Grasp. Deal 2 damage to a space. Enemy bosses in that space can't move until your next turn.
Okay.
Okay, and then I have 7 energy. So I think what I want to do is make minions. Or do
Yeah,
I want
that
to take
sounds
a
good.
forest?
I like making minions because I think that we just want to deal the last damage to close out the game if we can.
Okay. Where do I put them? On my space?
Well, you can make them on flower tokens now because you
Oh,
have
yeah.
the upgrade. I don't remember which one it is, but one of them should be. Yeah, bloom. So you can just make them right there instead.
Okay, and then that gives me 1 more energy.
I like just moving these into Matt's space because then he won't be able to. Well, he's gonna want to use his crystal to blow it up anyway, but that's fine. Because now at end of turn we'll make a forest there, and then he can't move his minions into that space to contest,
Okay.
unless
making it so.
unless he spends crystal.
There's
Yeah.
not a lot we could do.
Okay.
Okay, so I'm gonna use 2 crystal to play battery.
Be careful.
Yeah.
Puts me at 3 total. I've got 2 batteries, and then I will spend 6. Well, I'll use 1 to move, and 6 to make 3 more minions. What's the best upgrade that you guys have in play?
Probably Transcendence.
Too hard to
be
track 'em.
honest.
That's the one that reduces costs.
Yeah. With maybe Necronomicon.
What's the one that gives you guys the most sustain right now? Probably Necronomicon is the one that gives you the most sustain. So I'll spend 3 crystals and use Sawblade, sacking one of my drones to blow up Necronomicon.
Yeah. You can't kill anything that belongs to me anyways.
Yeah. Okie dokes. Go to our end.
Okay.
Dropped 5.
I will roll.
Matt takes 3 damage, and we make a forest there.
Okay. Okay, here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 energy. I like that. Plus 4 crystals. 4 crystals.
Yeah, so the combination of like having a forest in this space with making it so that Matt can't move means that he's not able to push any minions into us because he can't move into that space to blow it up. So it's a powerful combination.
2 more crystals. These are mine. I need to borrow these. Are those?
Yeah. No,
yours?
those
Okay.
are nope. I spent all mine.
And 2 more energy. Oh, that's the energy I have already. Keeping track of stuff. All right, so I have a ton of energy. And I have a bunch of the ability to move. And we need to do just damage to their base. And there's a Cerberus. I can just like walk through that Cerberus. So do I just want to like walk as close as possible? And then almost all my stuff needs then the discard. But once I'm in their space, I can just play all my cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I don't get to go to their base. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I just like go into their space, take damage, and then can just like fight them. And then won't do anything on my next turn, but that's it. Okay, I'm gonna do that. Alright, I'm just gonna go fucking fight them. On the way, I'm gonna get rid of these flower tokens for you, so you can move your zombies.
Okay.
1, 2, 3. Use a crystal.
Yep.
4.
Crystal.
Yep. 5.
Mm-hmm.
Take 2.
Mm-hmm. And use a crystal to pop the flower, or
Yeah, use the
or
crystal to pop the flower. Alright. Clearing some forest tokens away. Alright, let's do... Okay, so I entered each of your spaces.
Correct.
So, whenever Nightmare enters a space with an enemy boss, heal 1 damage from Nightmare. So I will heal 2 damage. Whenever Nightmare enters a space with an enemy boss, they discard a card.
Does that, for the heal of damage, does it care if a square contains at least 1, or does it care... Or
No,
does
if
it
there's
count
2
separately?
bosses, it'll stack with 2 bosses.
Okay. Okay, I will discard automation. I'll take 1.
Sophia, you discard a card.
Okay.
And then you each take a damage. I'll just keep healing. That doesn't matter. Whenever enter space with an enemy boss, they discard a card, and then if you guys leave my spots, that won't matter because you'll just kill me if anything happens.
Yep.
But I do make 2 more crystals, and now I get to play cards. Oh, I should have played that. Okay, I'm gonna play Mental Anguish, which costs 4 crystals. An opponent discards 2 cards at random. I'm gonna target Sam. You take 2.
Yep.
I heal, it doesn't matter. I make 2 crystals.
Puts me up to 3 damage marked on this weapon.
If only I had my 1 card. I'm also going to Insomnia you twice.
Okay, you blow up 2 upgrades.
Yeah, 2 upgrades.
I have a million.
What,
automation.
I would get rid of the ones that let you roll extra dice.
Okay, so one of them procs on the last turn, so I'll still get the
Yeah,
effect
that's fine.
on this turn. But those are both my extra dice.
Cool. And then I have 2 energy, so I can make one of you discard, but that doesn't seem to be doing me too much. How much damage do you have on you?
3.
3. Healing's not gonna matter. Oh, I guess I could. All right. Bye, Priestess. I'm gonna move Priestess into this space as well.
For 2 energy? Okay.
For 2 energy.
Yep.
And then, all right. So now you can move all of your zombies into my space.
Right.
So what I would do is move the zombies up 1.
Yeah.
I would cast summon.
Okay. So casting summon.
So you'll make 3 zombies because that's all the zombies you have in the world.
Right.
And then what other cards do you have?
Um,
You have horror, the depths, return effect, which doesn't really do much now. For now, I guess you could depths for a thing. So I would move. Okay, what is everyone's life totals at?
I have 3 damage marked on me. Sophia has 3.
Okay, so you're gonna deal 8. So you're gonna be able to. I think you can kill both of them. So move your zombies into their space.
okay.
So that's 2 energy. And then look at your discard. Do you have what's it called in there? Drain. Okay,
Yeah.
so you're gonna cast the depths targeting drain and play drain. So that'll cost 3 crystals.
Yeah. That's and drain stays.
Yep. And then you'll do 2 damage to Sophia.
Okay.
So 2 damage.
Okay.
You take 2. And so that's you have 3, 4, 5, and then you have 3.
Mhm.
So we need to do 16. You have how much on you total damage?
8.
8. So,
So you need to deal
the
8
zombies
more.
will just kill both of you. And
We're dead.
well, yeah, we killed. Well, I mean, you were back to your base.
Yeah. And all of the zombies die.
All the zombies die.
Come back.
So our base takes 6 more damage.
So we'll
You
do,
and Priestess are going to be there.
Yep.
We now have 3, 6, 9, 14, 15, 16.
16 damage. Okay.
so we're winning by 1 point.
15.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think we
Neck
both
and
want to
neck.
spawn right here.
It's heating up
Just so that
now.
we're as close as possible to fight them.
And then I believe that will end our turn.
Okay.
Because you couldn't move, so I couldn't do anything for you. We ended our turn there. Yeah. Okay. So I draw 2, and then I'll shuffle my graveyard.
Okie dokes.
What am I
Okay.
gonna do with this?
You already died.
Yeah, so no
Okay.
more damage is marked on me right now. Okay, so I'm gonna roll 5 dice, and I'm gonna get 2 additional energy because of my 2 batteries. Okay, so I get
Probably
5
play
energy,
that.
4 crystals, and a reroll.
What's the other card? Or is that the only card?
There you go.
Ooh,
5 energy.
I got 6
So
crystals this
what's
round.
cool
Four
right now
crystals.
is we probably want to play
1 reroll.
on. We don't have any.
2 more energy.
Like, this is the only one we haven't played.
Let's move to 9
We
total.
Build a bunch hopefully. So Armageddon should be dope.
Okay, I have a ton of crystal.
Oh, this is here. I draw a card. Okay. Whew. All right, back in this game. Team Blink 182. You can come back.
Mood.
You can. So, to give you an idea of strats, Sophia, you could teleport your team. How much energy do you have, or do you only have 1 energy this
I only
turn?
have 1 energy.
I don't have an
Oh,
answer
crystal.
then. If you have an ability to move to this this space for 1 energy, you could move Sam there, and then he can use his energy to do damage.
How much damage is on Priestess right now?
Can I
Okay.
screenshot that and send that to the
This is
group?
what I think I want to do.
Awesome.
So I have 2 upgrades. Or I could do this one instead of that.
I think at this point, I don't think the game's going to go enough turns for us to get much benefit from
upgrades at this
Okay,
point.
so I should do.
I think we want to focus on playing effects because you can use them to deal damage.
Okay,
Um,
so definitely these two
The
then.
one problem with sending it is like sending what houses we can afford
And then
versus
this one maybe.
okay, sorry,
other
I can,
people can afford is maybe not
Let me really quickly.
Yeah. You too.
kosher.
Okay.
Um,
That one's supposed to be an upgrade. Interesting.
that was a good comeback.
Sir.
All right. And plus, I've got to shuffle my whole deck back so I can actually draw good cards
Yeah,
again.
yeah, we might be able to actually flush this one.
So you also have that Cerberus, which can just like prevent people from moving. You here.
It's so energy inefficient. It takes 5 energy for it to engage with either of you.
It only costs 1 the movement though, right? So 1, 1, 1, 2,
1,
3.
2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, because it has to activate the ability to make it so that you don't move.
But 1, 2, 3, 4.
I think we're just killing that. I don't think I'm. Yeah.
So literally me moving Priestess into my space, gaining me 3 life as a shield. That's what Priestess is supposed to do. Yeah, so the different neutral monsters. So Dwarf Knight has 3 energy, move Dwarf Knight to any boss's space, and he has a ton of health. So his job as kind of a paladin is to be able to teleport to your space and protect you.
Yeah, it's
Right.
pretty
Or
just inconvenient that
teleport
you
to
don't
someone
have
else's
enough
space
energy
and start
to
doing
have any
damage.
fairies.
Is that
That's kind of the hard thing here,
this allowed?
What do you mean?
Portal bot?
is that we don't have
Like, is that
any.
supposed to be the thing from Portal?
No. I mean, it's like a little bit of a reference,
Uh-huh.
but technically this was actually the original art for Mechabot
Oh, really?
because we didn't dictate to the artist that they needed wheels
Oh.
because the theme was that they had wheels for a lot of their cars. So like a lot of this is actually like art that a lot of the neutral monsters, some of the art is stuff that like we had but didn't use
Previous.
from like other things, like for
Yeah,
instance,
I don't know. Like, we
Mechabot's
don't really
original
have
art
good
is
effects that you can use.
one of the artwork for the
So I
neutral
think-
monsters. War Mech.
Oh, I remember that one.
So this is War Mech.
I think
This
we
is
wanna
what
develop
Mechabot was
one of both of
originally made to
those,
look like.
basically. Yeah.
And then Paladin.
You know,
Paladin's meant to
5,
fight neutral
8.
monsters.
Yeah,
Uh-huh.
I think you just want to play both of these.
Those are like the other pets that you
which
can get.
kind of sucks, but
Sick.
Does it suck or does it?
it
mean
does.
We
It
win?
does factually suck. Yes.
Alright, so
For
please
whom?
Harvest, Forest Fury, and Precision Road. Or
Well, yeah, this one isn't as beneficial just because like we don't have any fairies to move into it. Or oh no, we have one. Okay. Which then lets us put a forest there. Okay, yeah. Do all of those. Totally, that's great.
okay, so
Just getting that
4,
one fairy in
5,
there.
6, 7, 8. So
Yeah, I mean it puts a forest on the space,
2,
which is
4,
pertinent.
6,
Huh?
8.
Here.
No, we can't affect it there.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. 1 damage to who?
I think we have to shoot this one because it's the only one that's within Fog of War.
Okay.
But yeah.
So it deals a damage to Priestess.
But then I also am using an effect, so I deal a damage to an enemy boss's space.
Yeah, so that'll be the same here.
So
because
2
we only
damage
have-
there.
Yep.
Then I'm upgrading at the beginning of your turn. You may destroy a forest token in play. If you do, roll an extra die.
Okay.
And then Forest Fury's another upgrade where I'm dealing 1 damage to an enemy boss, and I use this to destroy a forest token. Is that what this is?
Yeah, 1 energy and destroy a forest token to deal
It's an
a
upgrade,
damage.
so you may you may pay 1 energy and destroy a forest token to do 1
Do I
damage
do
to an
that
enemy
now
boss.
or
No, so this is now in play, and
And
then
you
you
can
can do that
activate whenever.
anytime you want.
right
Yep.
now?
You can.
Okay, so I want to deal an damage to an enemy boss.
So
I
that
wanna
would kill
deal
Priestess.
Damage to Priestess. Yeah.
Okay.
So let's kill Priestess. Adios, bitch. So that wasn't too bad, right?
Mortar. Yeah, no, that was quite good. Yeah. I will play Mortar. Alex, you have no damage on you?
Correct.
Jeepers.
Why?
Why?
Because I healed a lot, and Priestess was protecting me from
Yeah.
Sophia.
Yeah. And Sophia, you have You've used all of your resources, right?
When you paid this
Yes.
energy, which forest did you remove? You didn't. You probably want to move
I don't
that.
need to remove before.
Yeah,
Oh, I do.
yeah.
Okay,
Mhm.
that one.
No, yeah. Or that one. Both of them are basically. I guess actually
This
you probably want to
one's-
move this one.
How do you? Yeah. The game's not gonna last enough turns.
Yeah,
Okay,
we're not
so I'm
going.
playing mortar.
Going this way is so inefficient, and this is still in our way.
Mm-hmm.
What's that?
That's the logo for Arena.
It's arena.
This mode that we're playing.
Oh, I see.
So each boss card is double sided.
Right. What
So
has-
that's the regular
Oh.
mode, that's tournament mode,
Mhm.
and then arena mode has this. And the
Got it.
difference is that your health is lower, you have a different cantrip for your boss,
Mhm.
your
That makes sense.
Yeah, the whole whenever you move into our space, you make us discard thing is like kind of busted.
it's my main move. I'm an assassin. To use a League of Legends terms. I come out of the jungle, I like fight things.
Yeah.
Especially because in this game it takes so much more effort to get to you because I have to go so much farther. It's like the main way I have to interact with you in a brawl. Because basically you as a team can kill me if it's a 1v2, if you would like, pretty easily.
Okay. Here's the game plan. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
And Memory Parasite's so much worse because you can, by killing you don't leave my space.
Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4.
And then it,
Activate.
okay. And
So
it
I'm
will
spending
do
5.
damage to me.
Okay. Well, that part I don't care about because you heal so effectively, but
Well, sure.
so I'm gonna activate so that you can't move, and then 1, 2, move into that space, spend an energy, activate so that you can't move. So now neither of you is able to move next turn. And then I will use.
So for people watching, if you are familiar with games like Dota or League of Legends, this is very comparable to kind of the late game where we both now kind of have our full kits out, right? Like all of our, for the most part, we've like filled out our 8 slots of items. We kind of can do whatever our bosses are meant to do. There's been some things prevented, so like I'm less powerful because they got rid of my ability to make minions when I make them discard. Matt no longer has Necronomicon, so there is some negatives, but
So Matt can't hit me with Drain if I don't leave this space, which seems important.
yes.
So I'm going to stay here. This energy will go to waste.
So you're probably going to spend your turn fighting the Cerberus.
We go to our end, so I'll draw this one, and then I have 3 more that I
But you
will
can
draw
just
once
go
I
get
shuffle.
Dwarf Knight if you wanted to. You could just go get Dwarf Knight if you wanted to.
Mm.
So you guys take the damage from Cerberus and just Cerberus.
So yeah, you take one
Take
damage.
1 damage.
Yep. Neither of you can move, and yeah, it's your go.
You thought Cerberus wasn't good, and then
It's
Cerberus
not.
just
That costs 7 energy. If I had 1 more energy, then I could have ulted and moved into Matt's space and just killed him.
Sure.
And still had minions left over, which is like much more energy efficient. This is a hopefully we don't lose this turn move.
Shall we do? Okay, so our turn. We roll. Did you roll an extra dice, either of you, on your last turn? I don't think you did.
No, I did. Wait, did I? No, I didn't.
I think I just
Yep.
showed both of those. So mirror doesn't work. At the start of your turn, you may have an opponent shuffle 2 cards of their choice from their discard pile.
I don't
so
have a discard pile.
Sophia does.
'Kay.
Maybe. I can't tell what's going on over there.
That's my
No,
discard
she.
pile.
But you're gonna shuffle it up to draw.
No,
How many
that's
cards do you
her.
have?
I have
1, 2,
0
3.
left. Oh wait, no, I have 1 left.
Okay.
Okay, so yeah.
So
So,
then-
Sophia,
so we'll
you
pick
you
2.
shuffle 2 cards into your deck of your choice.
Pick 2.
You just get the pick.
Yeah, the 2 best ones. Whatever deals damage.
Dope.
Basically.
Okay, so we get
Holy cow! What a
4
roll.
energy.
Wow.
1, 2, 3, 4. Plus 2 crystals. And then re-roll these. Give you just energy. Dope. 2 more crystals. And oh god. Okay. And 2 more energy.
How many cards
One
do
crystal.
I take?
All right.
You pick 2 to shuffle in, yeah?
Okay. So I can't move, which is annoying, but you guys can move, right? I'm gonna play Lullaby.
What'd it do?
Lullaby is move any boss 3 spaces.
Okay.
Oh, the camera is on us. So I'm gonna move you, Mechabot. Or did either of you have more damage?
No, we both just died.
Okay, cool. Move you into my space.
Okay.
I don't get to make you discard from that, which makes me sad. I will play Hallucinations though, which does get me the ability to make minions when I make you discard. And then I'm going to play 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and make Sam discard 3 cards. And discard my hand. By doing so, I make 3 shadows. You take 3 damage. I heal, which doesn't matter. And so yeah, so you take 3, and I make 3 tokens. Sadly, I don't have a way of using mana to do damage to you. Okay, it's your turn. You can do whatever you want. So you have a ton of money and
Yeah.
2 energy.
Yeah.
Okay. So you can't you can target him now. I would just double deteriorate.
Alright. Double deteriorate.
So you get 4 zombies from that. Which Cerberus is 5. Okay.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
What are your best? I would get rid of the flower token making.
Oh yeah, get rid of that.
What's a flower?
You can't affect her.
Oh, you can't affect. Oh, it's only Sam. Okay.
Why can't you affect me?
I would get rid of.
too many zones away. As a
Um,
Fog of War. Which I think we ignored that for. I think battery is. By
Yeah, I
far
would
my best upgrade.
get rid of both of his batteries. And then to just make a zombie.
Okay.
Um.
I'm gonna get damage from the dude, right?
No, he's gonna fight. He's gonna fight your zombies
Okay.
because there's 5. What is your?
6.
Oh, I guess you would have just killed it, so it didn't matter. It doesn't matter. Okay. And then you have 3 crystals. Anything else you can do?
I have 3.
Oh my god, energy power. Oh, you could have done that. It's fine. Okay,
Okay.
cool. All right. We end. I have no cards in hand. Can't do any. No energy. That has not enough crystals to play his spells.
Your minions will die. I'll go to 7 damage.
Yeah, we don't kill you, which is sad. Cerberus dies.
Wait,
And
we kill one more of them.
You need to kill 2. We're at 16 damage on the base.
we need
Yeah.
to kill 2 or get
Or
like
get
one
one
minion
minion
in
in,
there.
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Drop the 5.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right.
Oh, I didn't draw my. Or did I draw and then I had to
So yeah,
discard?
so Sam
I
now
had to
has
discard.
much less to do on his turn
Okay.
because you did double deteriorated him, and I double in whatever I do when I lobotomy. I think is the thing. Or insomnia. I insomniaed him twice.
Cool.
Alright, so Sophia, let's blow up this forest and you'll roll 5 dice and I will roll 4.
I roll an extra dice.
Yeah.
Finally.
Okay. We came back.
Yes, we did.
4, 6,
There's a chance,
7 energy and a reroll. That's the kind of thing that I need.
I have 8 energy. That's good, right?
Yes.
And
7 energy and a crystal. Crystal's not great.
All right. So I think I just want to like. Okay. I think I know what I'm doing.
so
So we need to do. You need to kill Sam.
How much
One
damage can you
minion.
deal to
Yeah.
Matt? Can you deal all 5?
if they kill us this turn,
Let me,
No.
we lose.
Right.
They have the opportunity to
I
kill
only
both
have
of
one
us
crystal.
this
They
turn.
do.
Yeah.
But-
But I mean, they have the opportunity. I don't know if
Oh,
they can
right.
do it.
Right.
Alex,
so-
how would you compare this game to Magic?
It's similar. If you like Magic, you should like this game. They have a lot of similar back and forth. There are definitely differences, and like they're not the same game, but it was developed by Magic players, so there's definitely similar vibes.
so you can make.
We got this. Got this, Matt. Unless they kill us.
You have 8 energy.
But I have full health. You have low health. They need to do
Enter the middle space?
4, 10.
In
15.
this case, it means
Okay.
you can fly over these spaces, the void spaces that minions normally can't use.
Is it good or bad?
It's good. It's not great on this particular board.
It's a card that would probably actually be very good if you were playing against Mechabot.
Yeah.
Or
Okay, so
yeah.
So
In your
I
matches.
can kill Matt,
okay.
but then we need to somehow deal 2 more damage to them.
I can place a forest token on a space, or I could destroy a forest token and deal 1 damage to an enemy boss. And I have 1 forest token there.
Yeah. Can we? So you can
And I can
When you
put-
make fairies, you can make them on your forests, right?
Mhm.
Okay, so if you were to run a fairy into him here. Here, let me just think, sorry.
No, it's okay.
1 to do that, 2 to make a forest there. So it's a total of 3 energy. I don't think that works.
That's short. Okay.
So maybe we need to see if we can just shut Alex down and make it so that he can't kill us.
So deal 1. I feel like if I destroy 1 forest token, I could deal 1 damage to him. Then I can, instead of making a fairy, I can make a forest instead. Can I, if I made a fairy instead of a forest, could then, if I made a forest instead of a fairy, can I then kill the forest to damage another in the same
You could.
turn?
Yeah.
So
I just
like,
yeah, so what I can do is I can use my ultimate and then move 1, and because I have the tread still 1 means 2.
that was
So I
nice.
can put
The wind.
The wind. You were cold a second ago.
I know, I'm overheating.
I can put 6 minions into Matt's space and kill him, and that puts them to 18 damage.
That leaves me.
But then Alex can definitely kill me and probably make 2 minions and run them into our base. Oh, unless I
Sophia rolled an
can.
extra dice this turn. Nice.
What?
You rolled an extra die this turn.
Alright,
One of my mirror only lets me roll an extra dice if my opponent rolled an
Yeah.
extra dice.
Yeah.
Oh. Damn it.
I am you. If I get enough energy, I could like ultimate nightmare, stealing Mechabot's ultimate.
I mean, so I'm definitely making all of the drones.
Trying to win the next turn. That's what I'm trying to do. Move this along.
Oh, you know what? I guess actually I just currently deal 7 damage to Alex, which means I only need you to deal 1 more for me, which you can do just by moving into the space.
Okay.
And so then 1, and then you can make Dang, I really wish that Matt had a minion right now.
You need a minion in play.
We need him to have a minion in play, because then we can move this into here, die, make a forest on that space, and then make minions on the space. Which would be really cool, but it's not an option. Okay, so I think
could you move it here and just like teleport to our base and just do a bunch of damage? Okay.
no, it takes too much energy to do that, I think.
You can't move through him, so
Yeah.
you could 1, 2, 3, 4 energy.
And then she can make, I think that works.
And then she can, if she can teleport you still with her discard, I get to do damage to you.
No, she doesn't teleport, she just makes minions there.
Oh yeah, if you still have that card too. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
And you make 5, 6, 7, 8,
1.
9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, you need 5. So you need
I deal
to,
3. Oh no, she would need to make 2. She can only make 1 if we do that. Because she needs to move here with me.
Mhm.
She needs to move this 4 spaces, so that costs 5. She needs to make a minion there at 7,
Oh, because
8.
you can't do
She
enough
can't
to kill
do
me
both.
this turn.
Yeah, I mean, I only deal 7 on board,
Got it. And she can't do 1. Doesn't she like have like the storm out? Can't she just do damage by casting
she
effects?
only has 1 crystal. She rolled 1 crystal this turn.
Oh, so she's very energy heavy, no crystal. And
Yep.
she has no 1-drop effects in her
I
hand.
can do one.
I think unfortunately we
I
just
can do
have to.
this, but that's the middle space.
Right.
I feel like
Which I
should
think like we're
save.
gonna play it just so that we draw an extra card and everything.
Okay.
But I think that this turn we basically have to kill Alex, set up forests, and hope that Alex isn't able to make it to us, and or Matt can't kill us. So I think like you use
Okay.
1 energy to move here.
Okay. Okay. Use this.
Um,
Fairies can enter the middle space. Upgrade. And.
You needed 1 more energy to be able to kill us this turn. So Sophia has that 1 energy now.
Why?
Instead of going 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3.
Holy cow!
So.
Yeah. So wait, hold up. Don't use that energy yet.
Okay,
I think
throw it
Alex
in
is
here.
right. Oh my gosh.
I'm glad flight's good at this.
What did you tell
Yeah, so this was the one to move your boss, and then
Yeah.
you
I'm
use
here for the
3
game to be good.
to move, or
The fact that we got Sam's reaction just then. See, best player of battle bosses in the world, just at killing myself.
Okay, so I move.
you move into this space with Alex so that we kill him.
Wait, I've been here though, right?
You did. You just moved there.
Yeah, we just moved
Okay.
there. Okay.
And then now I move.
No, you don't move.
Yeah, you stay there,
You stay
and then
there.
we move this fairy 1, 2, 3 spaces.
Okay, so that's
So that costs 3 energy.
3 energy. Okay.
Mhm.
Okay, and then the 1.
And then we get a forest there.
And then I build a forest with 2 energy.
No, we get it for free because of your
Oh,
upgrade
right.
that when a fairy dies,
Okay.
we do it. And
then
then we
Build.
no, I miscounted. No, we're a fairy short, not an energy short. Because we make a fairy here,
Oh.
it runs in. Yeah.
So there's 2 fairies. I can make 2 fairies there.
Right, but if we make 2 fairies there, we can't run them both in. We can only run 1.
Wait, no, they moved together. How much energy does she have?
I think we only have 4. Yeah.
You can either do 1 more damage to it, or yes.
Or wait. Okay, so when it was here, we had 7 energy left, right? 1, 2, 3, yeah.
So I can
we
walk
moved
you
her
back
in
to
here.
killing us. I think. So if
Okay,
she
let's do it.
doesn't move here,
Okay.
and
That means
you,
I have
how many
8.
drones did you make? You ultimated
6.
to make this.
Yep.
You ultimated. Can you instead? You had 7 energy then. You had 8 energy. You had 9 energy on your turn then.
Correct.
So 9. So 1, 2. So that leaves you with 7. So then you make 3. You don't have a way to do damage to a space you're in. Do you have anything that lets you?
I can mortar, but that only hits bosses, and I can rocket launcher, but that's too energy inefficient, I think.
Well, so you just need to do 1 extra damage to him, and you have 1 energy to do it. What's the sacrifice a drone thing do?
Heal or gain a crystal.
Heal.
For my 2. I think we have to just kill you and hope.
Oh,
I think we end up
or wait,
short.
you have treads, right?
Yeah.
Oh, so you just 1, 2, you win.
Well, I only have 1 energy. Yeah, that deals 3 damage. So that'll kill him and deal 3 damage to you guys, but then we need to deal 2 more damage.
Right, but now she doesn't have to move into my space to fight me to kill me, and can just use
And
that
can just
energy.
flight, and then... So then she makes what?
She has 1 extra
1,
energy than
2,
she had.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Well,
But
no,
then,
remember, there's
no,
the
but
fairy
yeah,
here.
there's the fairy.
So she,
right,
now,
right.
she can now make
So
4.
she stays here.
She has 5 energy now instead of 4.
Yep,
So
and she
can
makes
make
2 minions
tokens,
there.
Moves them in.
Right. Okay. Yep. Yep. That's right. That works.
So you make 2 fairies. Move them in. Now, mind you, you guys
Go to end
lost
turn.
because I figured this out.
So did we just win?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yes.
Oh, we won?
After
Yeah,
working
yeah.
through the whole puzzle with half of it being Alex, more than half.
Yay!
Congratulations.
We
I
are
am.
the battle bosses.
You are the battle bosses. You are the bosses.
Frank in accounting.
Franklin Accounting just got promoted to boss, accounting boss.
Alright, we did it!
Woo! All right, so I'm gonna just move this camera over here, and then get on the stream for this last part. As I kick everything.
Holy heck.
It's really the easiest.
Yeah.
Hello,
Arena mode is
everyone. So that is Battle Bosses 2v2 Arena mode. I lost. I have not won a game all weekend.
well,
but-
arguably you won, just from the other
I
side.
won because people had fun, and I made a game that people had fun playing.
Wow.
hopefully,
That's fair. Yeah, yeah.
That's the way that you're looking for
Yeah.
when
No, I
making
love it.
games.
Yeah.
So team Get Off My Lawn ran by Frank from accounting, and team The Void, Madness in the Void ran by team Blink 182. We lost literally down the line. I think if we had another turn, we probably were winning.
Yes, I think like 100%.
So that was awesome. It was a really great game. I think personally between Arena 3v3 and Arena 2v2, 2v2 is my personal favorite. Though other people in the design team like 3v3 just because the 3v3 team comps are really interesting because they're a ton of different combos, but 2v2 just a little bit more manageable from a time perspective. And you kind of can just work together a little bit better. So thank you so much for listening and watching. If you are interested and if you're not a Kickstarter backer and you want to buy Battle Bosses, it's available for pre-order right now at kess.co/shop, which I'll type in the chat around this camera to the best of my ability. kess.co/shop.
And it should still be in the bottom left too, right?
Yes,
Yes,
it's
yeah,
there.
there is a link listed
And I
out over
typed
there.
it earlier, but it's fine.
And it's a blast. It's a blast to play. It's really modular. There's a bunch of different combos. Like obviously, one of the reasons we came up with arena mode was because before, when you play in tournament mode, there's not a lot of effect you can have on like how you would know what your deck plays like, right? The deck is set per boss. So we wanted to come up with a way that like team comps can change how the game interacts with each other. So with Mechabot and Fan Empress, it became a lot more about kind of placing down tokens, making the board much more gummed up, so it was hard for us to get to their base and get to them to attack them. Versus for the two of us, where we were much more about like doing as much damage as possible, becoming a very almost mid spellcaster effect kind of gameplay with an assassin. With Nightmare coming around and getting into fights with people. So I think it was. Those team comps. There's a bunch of other. I mean, we talked about it while we're playing. I think there are 36 different possible team comps for 2v2, and then 3v3 is it the same.
No, 3v3 goes up to 8 by 7 by 6 divided by 56.
It's
56, but then you can have triplet.
Double, 2 and 1.
It's 56 of unique bosses.
Okay.
And then once you add in
like you could do like Nightmare, and Cthulhu.
something else.
So in the game that it comes with, there are 56 possible options. If you were to then buy extra sets to be able to do duplicates,
It's a lot.
It's a lot.
Yeah, I'd have to sit down and do the
And
combinatorics.
we love
I'm not
like
sure.
if you come, there's a Discord that if you look, I can actually I will share a link to the Discord before this chat is done, or in a link below on YouTube that allows you to kind of get in the community, come up with cool names for team comps, talk about different ideas on how they play. Once again, it's for pre-order right now for non-backers and for people who did back Battle Bosses. It will be being delivered this October, so we're really excited for this game to come out. Tooling was cut. We're cutting tooling as we speak. All the final artwork is being submitted literally on Monday to get through that. Some of the suggestions we're going to look at, see if we can get in there in time, like with the rule book, adding kind of little information about each boss. And we'd love to get feedback once it comes out. We're super excited for the rollout. Thank you so much for listening and watching, and we'll talk to you guys on the next stream.